Oh, look who's back. Check it out. It's pretty great, right? Hell yeah. Haven't seen her in a while, so I'm pretty excited about this one. This is Kat Kerr, and that is some other lady. I don't care. Doesn't matter. She hasn't been to heaven, a bajillion times, but Kat Kerr has. And so, she's the one that we want to hear from the most. But yeah, we're gonna get into this. I am Brentley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. Yeah, so like cats hard to keep up with. I'm gonna be honest. I literally have to keep on signing in to different accounts and subscribing to them because it's like as soon as the whatever the whoever's checking on this sort of thing figures out that she's got another channel on YouTube where she's being watched more than just a little bit, they shut her down. So they keep on having I keep on having to like subscribe to like new channels and stuff. She doesn't have her own channel at all. It was completely removed and they did not let her come back. But she does do these things. And so and the same thing with see Elijah Force. That's that's like the Elijah list. They were taken down too. They were also like booted. So and for good reason in a lot of ways. It was because of like a lot of extreme misinformation and extremist rhetoric and extreme hate and all that type of stuff. But this one, she's just kind of talking. It seems anyway that she's just kind of talking about going to heaven again. She's not doing all that hate and anti-science or anti-medicine shit. That's really what it was.
Kat, welcome back again to Elijah Force. It's so great to have you. We're talking a lot about heaven today, which is
I think they changed the name of Elijah List to Elijah Force to try to trick the YouTube.
my favorite subject always. So I know it's your favorite subject too.
Yes, it is. It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. And
It has to be. What the hell are you talking about?
I want to bring you back to a long time ago when you first had started having these encounters where the Lord first came and said, "Hey."
Wow, that was the weirdest way to say that sentence. But okay, I don't even know what to do with that. That was just like, wow. Hold on.
Bring you back to a long time ago.
I want to bring you back to a long time ago
when you first had started having these encounters where the Lord first came and said, "Hey."
These encounters where the Lord first came and said, "Hey,
this is an assignment on your life.
It's an assignment on your life.
This is what I'm giving to you. This is your mandate from heaven." When the Lord first came and visited you, was your first encounter with him the throne room, or what was your very first encounter with the Lord where he kind of gave you this mandate?
So weird how they talk to her as if she actually has been back then. And she's not just a crazy pink-haired lady that's just lying. I know, it's weird. It's crazy.
He actually gave me the mandate in my own house. When he first came to me. He came to me and told me what I would be doing, what the Father and he had decided to do to reveal heaven to earth. And after that was when he took me. And I know this sounds wild. Now, I did have a throne room experience. I've had many throne room experiences. But
she calls them throne room experiences. Okay.
My first actual trip to heaven was taken for fun. And a lot of people are surprised about that.
I am actually super surprised. I thought it was all business, not fun. Okay. I mean, heaven typically is all business. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted the world to know there is fun in heaven. Yes, you worship. It's called.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't think there would be any fun in heaven. Like, what the? It's like he wanted everybody to know heaven's fun too. Okay, it's all right sometimes, kind of, maybe a little bit. It's kind of weird. You're just really worshiping eternally next to too many eyeball monsters.
Living worship. All your existence there. You're never going to stop thanking him for the things that he's made for you, giving you the things he did on the earth for you. So that's living worship. But I can tell you that
what was any of that? Hold on. I'm sorry. I got to go back. Fuck, what?
You're never going to stop thanking him for the things that he's made for you, giving you the things he did on the earth for you.
Giving you the things that he did on the earth for you? What is that?
So that's living worship.
That's living worship. No, oh, well, then thank you. That cleared it up there. What the fuck is living worship? What are you talking about?
But I can tell you that he said, I needed to know how to have fun. I was so serious in my life.
You seem pretty serious, just looking at you. The first thing I get, serious. Like, this lady takes herself a bit too seriously. Lighten up, lady. Maybe tone down there. I don't
about Jesus Christ had pursued him. I had gotten born again, by the way, at age 4. And yes, the 4-year-old does know what they're doing.
I don't think they do. You ever talk to a 4-year-old? Their main concerns are not peeing themselves. Just anywhere and everywhere.
In case you wondered, when I asked Jesus into my heart.
In case you wonder, I had my full capacity. I had object permanence and everything. God damn it. Okay. 4-year-olds are smart. Okay. They figure stuff out. What the fuck?
He was in my Sunday school class, and I saw him walk through the wall, and he stepped inside of me.
And if you want somebody inside you, don't step inside, the stepping part kind of messes it up. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley, and check out. Get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. Getting started quick today, just getting going right away.
Nobody could ever convince me that this was not real, that he was not there. I felt him fully come in. I was in love with him at age 4. I was trying to think of.
And if you want to feel somebody come in, then go to Adam and Eve. There's going to be a lot of these in there. I got a feeling that there's just going to be a lot of sex talk.
Whatever sin I had committed at age 4.
Not
what? Hold on.
Not there. I felt him fully come in. I was in love with him at age 4. I was trying to think of whatever sin I had committed at age 4.
Yeah. Not peeing your pants.
Not sharing.
Not sharing blocks. That's true. Probably hoarding blocks,
But I was a quiet person. I was the quietest person in my family.
Really?
I didn't really much have anything. When you're part of a tribe, we won't go there, but when you're part of a tribe, you have 14 siblings.
Wow.
You don't necessarily need a lot of.
She's part of a tribe? No, by that, I'm sure she'll get into it. But by tribe, she just means she had a huge family. She had like 14 brothers and sisters or something like that, or it was like a household of 14, and so she was one of 14. I can't remember which one. I think maybe she has 13 brothers and sisters, and there's 14 people in her insanely huge family. Which you got to fight for attention from mom and dad when you have that many siblings. And Cat won. Okay, she nailed it. She, dye your hair pink, start talking about how you go back and forth to heaven. Cat wins. Okay. She, most creative, right?
A conversation out.
Most likely to not succeed, but most creative. So it's okay.
Anywhere else, you have it right there.
Yes.
So other than speaking to them, I was a leader at age 8. That's what happens when you're way up at the top somewhere. I was number 3. And so
what? She's like, I was a leader at age 8. There's this an 8-year-old. Like, I don't even know what that could possibly look like. Just like pushing the grocery cart at the grocery store. No, we're getting what I want. Hey, Toby, get your butt back in the seat. Okay, gosh, I won't tell you again. Okay.
You become mini leaders.
I will turn this grocery cart around. I'll do it.
This is what you do. You learn a lot of responsibility. You learn to love your parents, you recognize, well, depends on how you are. I recognize the weight they carried for, or the burden they carried for us, loving us, knowing God, and sharing God with us all the time. So it really hit me really early, and I did receive Christ as my Savior. He stepped on the inside of me.
Well, that sounds like that's not a good day for anybody. Don't have your insides stepped on by a carpenter, because I feel like that would hurt, right?
was never the same after
He
that.
stepped on the inside of me. What the fuck? Who talks like that, dude?
I was a seer from the beginning. My mom thought I was strange and told me every day of my life I was. She looked.
You're fucking weird. You're weird. Go talk to your father. Okay, you're freaking me out. Jesus.
Let me say, God, you are so strange. I don't know what God will do with you. And finally, when I was 8, and she said that to me one day, I looked at her and said, whatever he wants to.
Wow, at 8 years old.
8.
Sounds abusive. I don't know. Sounds weird. Especially an 8-year-old saying that.
Yeah.
You were saying that.
No.
I was already
Not
saying
good.
that whatever he
Oh
wants
my
to do, I don't
goodness.
care. You know, I saw him quite often.
And
But
if you want somebody to do whatever they want with you, you know, they have the restraints and stuff, like handcuffs and all that type of stuff, and other things that that you could probably use to insert. Never mind. You know what? Forget it. It's went too far, too fast. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
when he came that time,
And if you want to come that time, just go too. All right. I'm sorry. Last time, I promise. All right. That was my bad. I'm sorry. All right, just go. Kat, I swear to God, do not say another thing that sounds like that.
home and sat on my love seat of all places.
Oh my good God. Jesus Christ. Stop. Kat, we're maxed out on the ads. Okay. I can't keep on doing this. Please stop.
I thought I was going to melt when his eyes look like liquid pools of love. I've heard a lot of people say that.
Liquid pools of love all over your face. God damn it. Stop it, Kat.
I know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
The glory that was on him, he had to dim it so I could even look at him.
This is so sexual. It's unbelievable. What is happening?
But he was telling me why they wanted to reveal heaven to this earth, and that I was going to be chosen as a revelator. That's what they call me, a revelator, to reveal heaven to earth.
Is that what they call you? Or is that what you call you? I think that's what you call you. You wrote it down probably and everything. You're like, I'm going to call myself a revelator. Sounds cool. It's like that movie where the robots came from the future to try to kill somebody in the past, but then it doesn't really make sense because they could always just keep on going sort of in a loop that it happens forever. But actually that could make a lot of spin-offs and a lot of other movies where they have like timelines that kind of splintered off and everything. But yeah, it'd be a lot like that. That's all I was saying.
Earth, like John did. You know, John did that in the book of Revelation. He saw heaven. He was caught up to heaven. He shared what he saw. Obviously.
You saw a lot of stuff, okay? Including, 7-headed dragons with way too many horns. And then one horn had a little tiny horn that kicked that other horn's ass, right? And then it proceeded to kick all the other horns' ass. It makes perfect sense if you just don't know what making sense means.
See it, made it in the Bible.
Yes.
And so they...
Yes. Yeah, you're not allowed to talk, lady. Okay, this is the Kat Kerr show. You can just stop. First question, that's all you get.
He decided I needed to know what it was like to have fun like a child. So the first time they took me to heaven. So
I thought you were a child. No?
Oh, get ready, everybody. It was to a movie theater. And you have to understand the things that we have on this earth are here if they're good. Okay, if they're good, all good movies, every one of them are good, awesome movies. You could rate them all G, intense, exciting, fun.
They're all G movies. They're not good movies. Then it's gonna be boring. Was just gonna be people getting along the whole movie. By the end, they're like, "Are we still like getting along and everything's fine?" Yep. Boy, it is a good movie. Yeah, it's just the end, and that's it.
Funny, beautiful. All kinds of different themes that they had. They actually can just say this. Jan Crouch's dad is making movies in heaven. He's one of heaven's movie producers.
Oh my! Wow,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
that was his passion, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah.
He's a movie. Okay, so somebody that passed away, I guess, somebody that you knew And now she's telling everybody that he's a movie producer now that he's in heaven. Holy Lord, what is happening? My goodness, I've missed Kat. You know, it's been too long, Kat. It's crazy. All right, how are we doing? Everybody doing okay? You feeling all right? Oh my goodness, this is insane. So, all right, who won today? Ember won. So I run into the store, but my computer is here, and I will be soon. Trademark 2. Well, I hope she is back by the time that this is started and everything. I don't know. I gotta look and see if she's back yet. Then second is Azo. How you doing, dude? What's going on, man? It's good to see you. Then we've got Pandora's Pinata. What's going on? And I say hi to Ember's computer. Yeah, because Ember might still be at the store. I don't know. But we also got Vic Lit. How you doing, Vic? What's up? Oh, look, you got a dragon. How many horns does your dragon have? Does it have a little one that's kicking horny ass? You know what I'm saying? Right? We also got Gisela. Hey, Gisela. What's going on? Hey, yo. What's up? Kevin making Brentley late again. Yeah, that is what it was. See, they know. They got your fucking number, dude. They do. Yeah. They got you figured out. Oh, yeah. It was Kevin. It was his fault. It wasn't that I had to pee. It was a Kevin thing. That's what it was. We also got John. How we doing, John? Fun. It is fun, right? Kat, she is fun. Honestly, that's, it's going to be a very lighthearted show today, I think. Maybe. Well, I'll have to serious it up by then. Maybe I'll watch something about Trump arresting Obama or something like that, just to even it out, Though too much fun, too much happiness. No, we got to even this out and just crush all of your spirits with the second half of the show. God damn it. What the fuck is happening? Okay. Where are we at here? Oh, left-handed Jedi. What's going on, dude? How you doing? Fun in heaven. I know. Who'd have thunk that she's like, I needed somebody to tell everybody that heaven is actually fun. So, that's, and in walks Kat. And it's like, I think I found my messenger or my revelator, as it were, if you will, per se, vis-a-vis the following. I don't know. What I need more words like that. Bomb Poppy, how we doing? What's going on? Then we got we got some Twitch. We got some Twitch watching. What the fuck? That's crazy. How you doing? Pre-estimate. Hey you. What's up? And we got Damien. How you doing, dude? It's good to see you, man. Oh yeah. We also got the mighty Philbert. Hey Philbert. What's up, Phil? So more like most likely to confuse heaven with the game Candyland. Yeah, I God, she really does. I looked up. Was that? I can't remember if we did that live. We went and found the character that she looks like. Holy shit! It was weird. It was uncanny, Anyway, what else we got? AR, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Said Andy, if you want to melt liquid pools, see, yes, okay. I'm glad that your mind was right where mine was. So I'm like, liquid pools of love. Okay. Yep. I know what that would be. Jesus. Oh my God. All right. And and we got Bree. Hey Bree. What's up? Wait, let me see. There it is. She's just buzzing by. Hey Bree. Oh, we got Andrew. What's up, Andrew? Good afternoon to you. And let's see what else we got. Got anybody else? That's a lot, honestly. So anyway. All right, here we go.
And he goes by Little Papa. And he has a little chicken is his logo. They have logos in heaven, people. He has
what the hell? Hold on. What is she talking about? A chicken place?
Yeah. And he goes by Little Crouch's dad is making movies in heaven. He's one.
Oh, he's the movie maker goes by Little Papa. And he has a chicken in his symbol in heaven. What his movie production symbol? What, like how that J.J. Abrams has that little robot and stuff like that. Is that what we're talking about? And how Steven Spielberg has the moon with the E.T. kid, the bike riding in front of the whatever. You know what I mean?
When they haven's movie producers.
Oh my, wow! Because that was his passion, right?
Yes, yeah. And he goes by Little Papa.
He goes by Little Papa. Sure, why not? You know, just making stuff up. That's cool.
And he has a little chicken is his logo. They have logos in heaven, people. He has his own.
Wait, do all humans get logos? Because I think I like this. I think I like this. If all humans just have their own logos.
Movie production studio. That's what he does.
Okay, right. So it is for the studio. It is like the ET in front of the moon, you know, riding the bike thing.
It's done a lot differently, but I was undone. I love to see movies if they're decent.
Yeah.
Being a seer, you see what else is in the movie, coming out of the movie screen. What's in these theaters that you go to. Make sure you don't go see R-rated movies. Please do not see defiled movies.
Make sure you're not seeing regular movies. Okay, because there's other stuff that comes out of the movie screen. It goes in your face and gets stuck in there. Look, what are you talking about? What first of all, what other things are there to see in the movie? She's like, I see secret movies that are playing because I'm a seer. So when I'm watching a regular movie, I see all the extra movies that are back there. You can't see it, okay? Because that's like the spiritual part of the movie. I get it. You don't. Okay, just so you know, I'm better than you. Okay, look, my story's always better than everybody else's. Okay, anytime anybody's like, man, I'm super special. She's like, have you been to fucking heaven? Yeah, didn't think so. I have. I watched movies there, and I saw more of the movies than everybody else that in heaven did, because I'm a seer. So yeah, so there. Top that, bitch.
Just go home with you. Things are sitting over top of these theater rooms as you go into them.
Wow.
And you get marked. You don't want to do that. I'm just telling you the truth. No, there was none of that going on in heaven. All of them were glorious, fun.
You get marked? Hold on. What?
These theater rooms as you go into them.
Wow.
And you get marked. You don't want to do that. I'm just telling you the truth. No, there was none of that going on in heaven. All of them were
no marking going on in heaven. Okay, just regular G-rated movies with no conflict at all. It's all just act one. And then it ends.
Glorious fun. They actually took me to see The Sound of Music, and that's what was playing. And so he took me to this, even though
that is a very old movie. Wow. Okay. That was a long time ago, huh, Kat?
Heaven is Bright.
I wonder when the last time she actually went to the movies. You know, she's talking about The Sound of Music. I remember going to see The Sound of Music when it was in theaters. Fucking what? That was like 1921. I don't know what it was. It was old, though. It's a long time ago.
Lights, color lights shooting from this whole big complex where they were showing the movies. You get to sign up to be in the movies. And there's no bad, wicked parts, but it's exciting and intense. It's still intense things. And they have, you sit down in these seats that were almost.
Who's Julie Andrews? Who's that? Lieutenant Jenna said, it is rumored that they use the blood of baby seals for Cat's hair dye. Where is that rumored? I need to be a part of those social circles, so I'm going to need you to, get me in on that somehow, because I really want to be in on those kinds of rumors. That would be wonderful. But God loves Julie Andrews. Who's Julie Andrews? Oh, is that Seth Andrews' wife? Yeah. Yeah, she's a Christian, And anyway.
It's invisible. You sit in there, a menu appears, you order what you want to eat.
Wow.
That's why movie theaters have things like that down here, people. Now, their movies are a whole lot better up there, but you get to have snacks while you're watching. They have a huge area where you can have concessions after.
Dude, it took starting The Sound of Music and Mary Poppins. It took me forever growing up to realize that was the same lady. But if you zero in on her face but just her face. You're like, holy shit, that's her. But you know, I was a kid for the longest time, not thinking that was the same person. But didn't she do like Peter Pan too? Wasn't that her? She was like, she did the play version where they had the most ridiculous alligator ever, or crocodile, whatever it's supposed to be. Where it's just like obviously a guy in a suit, just like so stupid. I hated that one. You know, like put on the fucking cartoon. This is so stupid, man. I hate it. Oh my god.
Everybody sits and talks about the movies. The best part is this.
You could see the fucking strings, people. You could see the strings.
When I followed this family into this theater and down the hallway, even the doors are different. They would open by themselves. The walls would dim or get a little bit darker to see the movie. There was no visible lights. It just did it. And then you sit there and you order your food, what you want. But
is she describing the heaven movie-going experience? Is that what she's doing right now?
The mother didn't go in that theater with us. The father and the two children did. And they didn't.
Oh, wait, no. Or is she just describing something from her past?
Know me. And
it's crazy that I can't tell like which it is. This could be a magical experience in heaven, or just she went to see The Sound of Music. I don't know.
They probably didn't see me anyway. The mother went down the hallway and in another door. When the movie started, it sounded just like the same music and everything. It was their mother running across the hills.
Oh my goodness.
Just like Julie Andrews did in the movies. She was playing that part.
Oh.
What? You can see the convent in the distance. And let me tell you this, there are not movie sets. He creates a real place where this movie is not filmed. It is captured. They call it captured. It takes
it's amazing how it's like she just makes stuff up, but with authority. You know, she's got some authority on it. It's like they actually call it captured. They don't call it filming. Okay, because there's no such thing as film in heaven. Just capturing or something.
two people to capture this whole entire movie, and then it's shot back with frequencies into the theater.
The frequencies are very important. You know, you got to have those, otherwise it won't work.
And you get to enjoy all of it. And then everybody later, the mother walked down the hallway into the other door. She stepped out of another door. When the movie was over, she actually was in that movie at that time. They were watching it. So this is something fun you get to do, you know, and enjoy it, or you can.
What? I'm so confused. Wait, they were in the movie that they were watching at the time. What, like you go back in time or something? And like, oh, I was in the movie from my memory or something. Like, what the fuck is?
Hold on. When the movie was over, she actually was in that movie at that time. They were watching it.
She was actually in that movie. At that time, I'm so confused. And I think she is too. This is the smile of somebody that's not following along. Just sort of like, you know, she's like,
so this is something
want to ask a clarifying question, but I feel like it'll just make it more confusing. So I won't.
Fun you get to do, you know, and enjoy it, or you can be in it. And so, yes, they have them in heaven. They're all decent. And so just guard your heart. Whatever you do decide to go and see down here, this is still a defiled world. And there's a lot of stuff like that.
It's fucking defiled, you know? That's what I was thinking. Anyway, Pandora's Pinata said, if you can't tell a croc from a gator, you need to hand in your Floridian card. No, the gator's got the broad nose. I know. We got both here. You know, so it kind of doesn't even matter really. But a lot more gators though, to be honest, than crocs. But we do have some crocs apparently. So they're out of butter at the concession stand in heaven. Well, you know, it's because you're not they don't let you have that because you can't get fat or something, right? Isn't that
going on right now, which I won't get into that either.
Because that would be a sin, right?
Yes. The Holy Spirit will keep you from getting into that because I am so focused on what's going on now. By the way, I will say this. We win. We've already won. Jesus won. Amen. Darkness is going to be crushed and pushed back, so I don't have to mention it again.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for making sure to include that. What the hell are you talking about? And it's weird to be like, we already won. We've won right now. The devil's lost. So we have one. Jesus won. In the future, Jesus will have one. But it's like what?
This movie theater was so much fun, and you went up and
Oh, just back to the movie theater now. We just just bouncing back.
it showed
Stick and move. Stick and move.
you how to you go through the whole category of movies they had available there, and some we know here are there. They have to reach a certain level, or
What?
No darknesses can be in the movies, but there are
Yeah, no
some
darkness. God damn it.
that are actually were made here that people
And back when she was watching movies, black people weren't allowed to be in movies. So that's.
love. You actually can.
So it sounds weird. Her saying no darkness. It's like no dark people are allowed in the movies.
Not just watching heaven but be in it. So that was the first time I was taken to heaven.
And when you were experiencing this,
that was the first time. Hold on. That was all of that was her describing the first time she went to heaven. Are you what? Oh my God. So she just went into a whole thing about how the movie theater and you get to be in the movie. Oh my God.
Your soul, right? So you are you.
Yeah, my soul's there.
Okay, so you're you.
Yeah, my soul's there right now. I have no idea who this person is. I just, I guess I'm just I don't know. I'm a floppy body, just sort of be animated by what.
What are you thinking?
What?
I was undone. I went, I didn't know they would have that kind of fun. I knew this because I was a thinker, not a talker. I would think deep things, even as a little child. I would think there's got to be more to heaven than what's people are talking about or what people know, or do they not know anything? Because I used to hear people say they thought it would be bored. That's the conversation.
Oh my God. It's like she watched our stream from yesterday. She's like, I keep hearing people say they would be bored. Did I not mention that cows mow the lawn? Not with their mouths by eating the grass. No, they drive the lawnmower. Don't even have fingers, but they drive the lawnmower somehow.
People would have me. It must be bored. And I went, it can't be bored. If this beautiful world and earth was made by the same God, don't you think it would be even better? And this is the thing.
What?
We go home as his children, his sons and daughters. The father's sons and daughters are coming home.
Well, then it's definitely not boring because I didn't know that we went there as that.
Man.
I know a lot of people, of course, Jesus.
She doesn't even know how to respond to. And that those are just noises. I don't even know what I'm.
Christ is big on my heart. I'm in love with him too, and he has taken me a lot of places in time and different things.
What?
But I always thought as a child.
Oh my God! Now she's like time traveling too. Now that she's graduated from going to the mythical, spiritual heaven place, and now she's like, I also traveled through time. I don't know if I told you that. Did I tell you that? Oh yeah, I traveled through time. It's
got to be fun. I mean, I laugh here. Laughter is a medicine. You know that. And the joy of the Lord is our strength. I mean, it talks about joy and laughter in the Bible. I mean, it has to be there. And guess what? I was right.
Yeah. In his presence is fullness of joy.
His presence is fullness of joy. And you know what? Jesus loves to have fun.
Really? Because he didn't really seem like it based on, the four accounts. In fact, he kind of calls the only people that want to be around him idiots all the time, basically. He didn't call them like outright, but he treats them like they're stupid, constantly. Oh, you of little brains. Yeah, well, if you knew anything, maybe you'd know that I actually did whatever. He was just constantly talking down to everybody, acted like a total dick.
He loves to have fun. He does. He was a character down here on this earth. I think
when was he a character?
I think he quite shocked the disciples a lot with his
condescension,
his laughter, and with his he would play.
Please don't say this stuff about it, Jesus, because this is where I think she loses a lot of people. Is she starts talking about Jesus and just like he's a playful weirdo and he's like silly and you're like no, he's not. I know that you've been to heaven and everything, but I have a personal relationship with Jesus, and he's very serious. Okay,
jokes on it, by the way. I don't think y'all know that, but he did play jokes on that. on his
Wow.
12 disciples all the time.
He played jokes. So she's saying that she went back in time to Jesus's day so that she could hang out in the past watching Jesus be the prankster, just playing jokes, just doing pranks on all the disciples all the time. Man, he's such a getter.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it was one thing with the God of everything, the God who made everything. He had to be on this earth. That was hard enough, right? But he had 12 human beings that were with him all the time.
That's the worst, man. Having to be on this earth is just terrible. But then having to be around people and 12, that is just wow. How do you even put up with that?
And they definitely were not perfect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe Luke was kind of nice, but like, golly gee, just look at the Peter.
Luke was kind of nice. Okay.
Right.
He's like, I actually met Luke. He was a doctor. Did you know that? Yeah. He was a friend of the disciples. And
Right. Yeah. You
Just
could
cut
think
their ear
Jesus.
out.
Yeah, Jesus had to really,
what?
Everybody
Love
says
Peter.
St. Peter.
Sorry, lady. You don't get to finish sentences. Okay. Remember, we've been over there. Looks, her eyes so closed and she's just smiling or a weird fake fucking smile. God, this lady. Oh, poor thing. She is just so deluded. It's just not, she never even had a chance,
With the gate. No, he doesn't. What was the
Hold on,
Yeah,
let's do that
you
again.
could think
their ear
Jesus.
out.
Yeah.
See, she tries to respond. She's like, yeah, I know. It's always insane. Never mind. Forget it. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna be quiet now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe Luke was kind of nice, but like, golly gee, just look at the Peter.
Right. Right. Yeah. You
Just
could
cut
think
their ear
Jesus.
out.
Yeah, Jesus had to really,
Everybody
love
says
Peter.
St. Peter meets you at the gate. No, he doesn't. What was he on the earth?
What the hell? Hold on. What did you say?
You could
Cut
think
their ear
Jesus.
out.
Yeah, Jesus had to really,
Love.
Everybody
love
says
Peter.
St. Peter meets
Peter.
you at the gate. No, he doesn't.
Oh, St. Peter watches the gate or whatever. Okay. Yeah.
What was he on the earth? What was his passion?
Cutting people's ears off.
Fishing.
Oh,
Peter
Yeah.
is fishing in the crystal sea. Father Abraham meets you at the gate.
Oh, it's Abraham, not St. Peter. Come on, you idiots. God. Don't you know?
And you should be glad.
You should be glad because Peter sucks. He's kind of a dick. Pretty rude. He flares, he flies off the handle just at the drop of a hat,
And you're going to know people when you
you will
get to
know.
heaven. It won't be like your mind is erased
No,
and you
it's
don't
not.
know anyone. So
No,
you
that
will
is
recognize
not.
people.
Yeah. Your soul retains things. That's why we have it. Now, I'm not talking
That's why we have it. We have it so that we can retain things. Is that what you're saying?
about your human brain, your physical. That's something you can hold in your hand, I guess, if you had a chance to, whatever.
Please don't hold your brain in your hand. That feels unsafe.
But the physical part of your body, that was like your coat you put on.
Mhm.
The real you always lived inside the Father. Your little spirit was always
What?
you. It wasn't somebody else. It was you. And your
I never thought that it was somebody else. What? Okay. But the hat, what? Hold on. She's saying that your brain, the physical thing, the brain, it's just a coat that somebody wears. Like, that's all that is. It's just a coat. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
soul was inside that spirit, and actually your soul. So here's your spirit. Let's say this is my spirit right
Yeah, let's do. Okay, good. Visual aids. Thanks.
here. I look
Mhm.
a whole lot better than if I was hearing my spirit people. I look like I was in my 20s, and my hair's long.
I thought you looked like you were 8. Did you forget that that's one of the lies you told? That every time you go to heaven, you're 8 years old. Did you forget?
It's got colored streaks in it.
Mm.
And but the very core of my being right here.
I have my nails done there and everything. They're like, it's like a pink that actually matches my. It's amazing. I love it.
Right here. The heart of your being. Guard your heart, for out of it will flow the way you live your life.
What?
He's
Guard your heart, and then I lost it. What?
core of my being right here. Right here. The heart of your being. Guard your heart, for out of it will flow the way you live your life.
What? forever to live your life. I'm so confused. I'm not rewinding it again.
He's talking about your soul. He's not talking about guarding your human heart, your physical heart. Okay.
Dr. Ben. Hey, Dr. Ben. How we doing? What's up?
Yes, that pumps the blood. That helps keep you.
Everybody should go check out Dr. Ben's new show called Holy Spirits. It's pretty funny. It's pretty great. So, like, who is on it so far? Sidney Davis Jr., and Secular Rarity were both on there, and they get wasted and then tell Bible stories while they're wasted. And they did not, shortchange the wastedness at all. They went full tilt. I didn't know that cider could get somebody that drunk, but apparently, if you're SR, it can.
Alive, but your soul is really who you are. Adam became a living soul. His soul was fully activated in heaven. All you had to decide was, am I going to swim?
What are they, like semi-activated souls? Like there's some souls are more activated than others. Those really boring people. They're like not really activated.
River of life inside the Father, or jump on the stones of fire. You didn't really need that soul. So, but when they made Adam's body, his soul was part of that. His spirit man was there. His soul was there. And then, of course, that breath of life is.
You have stopped making sense so hard at this point that and look at the glaze on her fucking eyes. Like she's, I don't know how to respond because I literally don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Like, even enough to be like, yeah, because of that. Like, I don't know how to respond to this.
Breathed into Adam, and he became a living soul. His soul was fully activated. Your soul will always be in your
It's fully activated. Okay.
your spirit. They will never, ever be separated. When you die and your flesh sleeps, your soul and your spirit together, okay, go to heaven. You wouldn't be able to enjoy anything.
Wait, but the soul and the spirit, what? I thought, aren't those aren't the same thing? That's not, no? That's all, they're two different things. And then they get fused together. Is that what I heard?
You went and you've been to recognize people, learn things. You learn a lot in heaven. There's universities to go to, but they aren't made
There's universities. Okay. All right. Cool.
like man-made ones. But you do a lot in heaven. So you have.
What the hell do you learn about? Do you learn about like this planet? Like you learn about Earth? Because I feel like that would be full of learning about bad stuff that you couldn't know about in heaven. So what the fuck are you learning about? You learning about other dimensions and stuff that don't include any badness? Because you can't think about bad things, right? Isn't that the rule?
To retain things, enjoy things, your expression. You would have no expression. Your soul is all of your expressions. So you think, you choose with your will.
Your soul is all of your expression. What the what?
That's in there too. So you have
Makes
your
no
mind,
sense.
your will, and your emotions. Well, you'd be nothing without the soul.
Right.
It's never separated. So your soul never sleeps now. Your spirit man never
Your
sleeps.
soul never sleeps. Okay. That sounds like it could be just a hippie album. So I was going to say, oh, it's a punk. No, it's not a punk album. What am I talking about? Your soul sleeps. No, that sounds like a hippie album. Somebody who wears Birkenstocks,
Now, only the flesh has to sleep. And so I'm just going to mention it right now.
Okay.
I recently heard, my husband was listening to somebody. I said, let me hear that. Somebody was teaching that after you die and you go to heaven,
I love how she's the authority on heaven, and she gets mad at like other preachers when they preach about heaven, and she's like, actually, as somebody who's fucking been there, no, you're wrong. Okay, Jesus actually, we rode on a roller coaster together. Did you know that? Yeah. And I helped a friend of mine who doesn't have any legs. I got legs out of the body parts factory. There's a body parts factory. I don't know if I said that in Cat Crow's version of heaven. Yeah. Well, I really want to get that. You know how like Game of Thrones has like those big thick books that you have like on the coffee table or whatever, and it like walks you through all of the deep lore that the what is it? Not Middle Earth, whatever, the Essos and Westeros, all that that stuff has. I want to get the Cat Kerr one. I really do. I feel like that would make a really great coffee table book, and people would be really into it, you know?
Soul is taken out of you and it is wiped clean like a disc. Like, you know, when they used to wipe the disc, the DVDs over, they wipe them clean. There'd be nothing left.
Yeah.
And they were saying you will no longer remember anything. You won't know who your family was. You won't remember.
That is so strange. She's still talking over me. So strange. I'm not even gonna, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna melt into the background and disappear.
Really good, great experiences you had. Children being born or something. And I'm thinking,
Hey, Carrie, how you doing? What's going on? Said favorite part of her gray. Well, wait. I need your expert opinion. At what age has Cat contracted syphilis? Jesus Christ! I did not see the end of that sentence coming. Holy shit!
give me that. No, that wasn't even true.
Please don't make me think of that.
In the word, it talks about heaven, and it says you will be known as you were known on this earth. So that kind of wipes out that deception that's being taught. So
It's dip. Yeah, like Roger.
don't listen to anybody if they say your soul's going to be wiped clean of everything. It says in the Bible, in heaven, after you go to the judgment seat of Christ, that is not the great white throne judgment.
Hey, Ancher. How you doing? What's going on? So what if humans were activated the way you activate glow sticks? Thank you. I could not think of an example of something that gets activated. I was like, so you're just like and glow sticks would have been perfect for that. So thank you. I mean, a little late, but it's all right. I should have been reading the chat. That was my fault. That's on me.
He's not judging whether you're a Christian or not.
Yeah.
It says every tear will be wiped away, and those things.
Every chair will be wiped away. We don't like chairs. A lot of standing. Okay, am I crazy?
The seat of Christ, that is not the great white throne judgment. He's not judging whether you're a Christian or not.
Yeah.
It says every tear will be wiped away, and those things.
She did say chair. She said every chair will be wiped away. What the fuck? What's wrong with chairs?
The harsh things will be removed.
It's like we just sit crisscross applesauce. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Other things maybe you shouldn't have done. They weren't sins, but maybe you shouldn't have done them, or maybe your attitude was wrong.
Yes.
Those things. So the judgment seat of Christ is to let you see.
She is just emphatically nodding. I know how I can be part of this stream too. I'll just nod and say yes over and over.
This is how you live your life. These things you are not going to keep.
Yes.
Bad attitudes, maybe unforgiveness, stuff like that. Things that wouldn't keep you out of heaven. But these things.
Yes.
And then people, that's the only time you cry in heaven is at that. Unless, of course, you were really good. Then you won't be crying.
I doubt.
Well, I remember hearing about that. How many of y'all had that one? Did y'all have the giant screen? I was always told that when you go to when you pass on, right, you end up in this big line, and it sounds like it's gonna fucking take forever too, right? Because you're in line, and once you get up to not St. Peter apparently, but Abraham, I guess, or Moses, whichever one, I don't care. And once you get up there, they're like, okay, now everybody here is going to watch every single sin you've ever done on the big screen. And they show everybody all your sins. And it's really just you masturbating a lot, you know, for like the first half of it, right? You know, until you get to the age where you can drink and do drugs and stuff. But like I remember being worried about that moment. Be like, man, God's going to show everybody this at some point. It's going to be embarrassing, but you know, it's too late now. It's too late now. I already did it. So, you know, whatever.
That I think he'll still maybe show you
You
something.
cried, but then he wipes.
God, she like has to talk over her the second she starts. It's like, and you can hear her like speeding up, trying to get it out before Kat just completely ignores that she's saying something, you know, and like, wow. And then just talks right over her.
Away all your tears, and
Yes.
he takes those.
She's like, yes, that's the only word I'm allowed to say, I guess. You know, Kat, just you can't handle me saying anything more than a 4-word half a sentence.
He removes those from your soul, but your soul is still in your spirit. It cannot be separated. And so you feed your
She was like about to. I'm sorry. I'm having so much fun watching this lady not be able to talk. Hold on. Watch this. She's about to say something. And then she's just like, yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. It's not. No, never mind.
but then he wipes away all your tears and
Yes.
he takes those, he removes those from your soul, but your soul is still in your spirit. It cannot be separated. And so you feed your spirit. This is what the Father says. You feed your spirit at least once a week at church, right? You feed your body. Well, let's talk about that.
A lot.
In the East, they only have 2 meals a day.
That's it. Just get one word.
At least once a week at church, right? You feed your body. Well, let's talk about that.
A lot.
In the East, they only have 2 meals a day, the morning meal and the evening meal. They don't eat 3 meals a day like here in America. And then on top of that, you have snacks, you have breaks.
11 is East, right? And then second breakfast.
You have desserts, you have the midnight meals, whatever those are. I can tell you, we eat a lot for this body. So your spirit man gets a little food, spiritual food, right? And if you're reading your Bible
Oh my
and you're
God.
watching things that bring you revelation and things like that, your spirit man is going to be really filled with faith. Okay.
Yes.
But your spirit man, at least on Sunday, hopefully is getting spiritual food, whether you get it off TV or off, online or something. You're watching great ministries. There's a lot of great ministries out there.
What the fuck is she talking about? Like, what? You get your spirit? What? I'm so confused.
But your soul is fed 24 hours a day.
Oh, absolutely.
I do not like eating that much. I don't think that would be fun. I could take an hour off of eating. Just saying. I'm not a big fan of eating 24 hours a day. That's just, it's not fun anymore at that point,
And yet your soul, so whatever's on in your house while you're sleeping, your soul is being fed that. Your soul collects things. It has layers in your body, layers in your soul.
Carrie said, I'm loving the silent partner's facial expression. She's got a lot of those because that's the only way she's allowed to communicate is through faces.
Where things are actually collected and put in there. I know I have my little thing up here. I'm not sure what I did with it. It's probably up here somewhere. I won't look for it right now.
You're still looking for it, aren't you, Kat? We can see you looking for it, even though you said you're not going to. There's a sin that's going to be broadcasted on the fucking screen when you get up there.
If anybody could hear me, you can bring it to me wherever you are.
Jen, if you can hear me, bring it in.
Yeah, the soul is like if you.
Who's Jen? Does she have like a servant? She has she has Jen as a butler that follows her around.
If you took a fan, or no,
gives her mints and stuff,
a book. If we took a book and you open it, how the pages fan out, and if you put it cover to cover and closed it, that looks a lot like your soul. And in between those pages, these pages would be images of you. That's in your soul. That's what's in your soul.
Is she describing what a soul looks like? She's like, if you took a Bible, if you took a book and you fanned it out, and then you like loop the pages? Is that what
closed it? That looks a lot like
Hold on.
Like if you took a fan, or no, a book.
Took a fan. No, not a fan, a book. But then you fanned the book.
We took a book and you open it, how the pages fan out.
The pages fan out.
And if you put it cover to cover and closed it, that looks a lot like.
Wait, like the covers. Hold on. Like you open it like this, and then you put the. I'm following.
Your soul, and in between those.
That's what souls look like. Boom.
Pages. These pages would be images of you. That's in your soul. That's what's in your soul. She heard us. I'm going to show it.
My God, the way she's just like, I just add details to the things that I think, and then act like I know that stuff is real.
Right.
Thanks, Jen.
This is for free.
Oh, there it is.
So this right here.
That's a soul right there. That's what they look like.
Clip it together. And if you saw a column, so up through your soul would be the column. Okay. That's the spine.
Looks like a lamp. So your soul looks like a lamp
of your mind. That's the spine of your mind. It is also your
It's the spine of your mind.
will. And God wrote things on that before he sent you here. You all are made like this. Everyone is made like this. There can be light or darkness in between these layers, depending on what you let in there. When you guard it, you don't watch things that are wrong. Don't say things. Don't listen to people swearing or telling horrible things. Don't
swearing. That is amazing. Says the lady that's been kicked off of YouTube for actual bigotry, like actual wrong stuff, like actual bad stuff. Not just saying fuck. You know, it's not.
do that because it gets deposited. What you hear or see will be deposited in your soul, and you need to
But if you want somebody to deposit something in your hole. Wait a minute. Did she say soul or hole? It doesn't matter. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley and check out to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley and have all the whole deposits that you can handle. That's right. adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. That worked. You know, it was fun.
get it out. We might do this at the end of the show, but this is more like your soul. Every one of these pages would be a layer of you. It's a lot.
This is more like your soul than what? It's more than like your soul than what?
Inside, and it moves back around, back and forth a little bit. It moves, and it's affected by, these are your emotions. Right here, your emotions.
The emotions are the page, and it moves. The pages moves. You know, it's
actions that you do. Like when you worship, it gets your soul gets excited.
Gets excited, and then it gets all squishy, fluffy. I don't know what it could get.
Deposits are made from heaven.
And more. Well, if you want a heavenly deposit in your hole, just go to Adam. Okay, we already did it. I'm sorry. All right, never mind. Jesus. Oh,
worship is going out of it. The light of God is going out of it. So your soul is very important. That's what your heart is.
You're right. All that means that means the soul is very important. Fucking what? Like, what about any of that makes it important? I did not get importance out of anything she was describing.
Your heart, he talks about in the word, is in the very core of your being right here. Your heart of your being is your soul. And so that things are deposited in here all the time, and it will affect the way you think. The things you choose will affect the way you think and the way you live. But out of it will be the way it says the issues of life will come from here. That means the things you choose to do in this world.
Yeah, we got that. How many fucking times are you going to say this?
Is what you deposit in your soul. And so when you're raising a child, you're not just raising that child, you're shaping their soul to be used by God. So anyway, that was, we went from what you asked me to that.
That's okay. Well, I wanted to say one more thing about the...
Well, it's the only thing you're going to get to say, lady. Okay? It's just, that's all you get is one more thing.
The man who said you get wiped clean, everything gets just wiped clean.
That's right.
I was thinking about in the book of Revelation where the martyrs are at the throne and they're saying to the Lord, when will you bring basically revenge, or when will you, bring
avenge them.
Avenge, yes.
Starting to see why Kat talks the whole time. This is just painful. Wow.
Yes, avenge us
against
for
the enemy, actually.
She still has to talk over.
Or what happened to us. So if they were wiped clean, how could they remember that they were martyred?
You're right.
They couldn't.
Oh,
I
man.
thought about that right away.
Boom. Logic. Man, nailed it.
They do remember that because that memory is in you until the judgment seat of Christ will take place. And then those things like that, those are things that...
Right, special hold deposits. That makes it sound so cute. You know what I mean? Say that to your old lady next time. Like, ready for... I can't even say. You ready for your special hold deposit? Oh, get out. That weird. Okay. You're freaking me out with the hold deposit. Don't ever say that again.
Be removed if you had anything. But even living in heaven, it doesn't affect you even knowing it. It does not affect you. It doesn't bring you grief or pain or
Chrissy or Jackie. It's like, sweet baby Jesus in the manger. What are we watching? Oh, this is Kat Kerr. You don't know Kat? She's yeah, we visit her every so often. Although this is why I think I take some breaks between, because she is really funny, don't get me wrong. But it's kind of the same joke over and over. She's crazy. And she just makes stuff up. And then she acts like the stuff that she just made up is stuff that she actually knows from, all of her trips back and forth to heaven that God allows her to have for some reason, but just her. And then if anybody else talks about heaven, she gets pissed. She's like, actually, it's not like that, you idiot. Like the one, I remember Robin Bullock, another person that does basically the same thing, just makes up shit. And he was saying, he's like, I was in the throne room and I saw it's like a giant cube. There's a giant cube and the Lord was inside this giant cube of Jello. It was like Jello, a Jello-y cube, and the Lord was inside the Jello-y cube or whatever. And I remember like Kat Kerr was like, she had described the throne room very differently, and then in order to get, because they're friends or whatever, right? In order to get around this, she's like, well, there's a bunch of throne rooms, actually. There's the Jello. No, I know that one. Yeah, no, I've been to the Jello one. That's a good one. Have you been to the, I don't know, it's the emerald one, the one that's like a big emerald cheeseburger, but it's green, right? Big green cheeseburger. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, you could.
Suffering, those things. That doesn't happen anywhere in heaven, but you do retain your memory because people give testimony.
Have you been to all of heaven, lady? I don't think you have. Have you been to the outer limits of heaven? How big is heaven? Where's its edges?
In heaven, they have meetings all the time where people come and share testimonies about how God helped them, how their life was rescued, how their life was changed. Well, they couldn't remember that if they didn't have their soul. They couldn't remember what wonderful donut shop they just went to when they were
butt soul. That was good, AR. That's like butt soul.
In heaven, living in there. They want to remember where people's places are, what goes on in those places. So many places to do things. You need your soul.
Yes.
He's never going to
You need it, otherwise you won't be able to pay at the heaven grocery store. I don't know what you would say.
So completely clean.
Yes, that's right.
Just the worldly stuff, or the stuff that would probably cause you stress or something.
Yes.
But you don't have any of those memories. What? You have beautiful memories. Of course, you know your family.
Oh, your memories are you have selective memory. It's like what Nikki says I have. Selective memory. Okay. You remember the good stuff, but none of the bad stuff. So it's basically the opposite of being on Earth.
Everybody lives near each other. You can live as close as you want to with each other.
That's impossible. Okay. You can't have everybody live near each other. That's just, that like what, how could that possibly, never mind. I'm just saying, like, logically though, how could everybody, God damn it.
Visit. They have lots of room in your mansions for people to come and stay and visit if you want to. I need to get a drink just a minute.
And
yeah, maybe you should let other people talk sometimes, Kat, and you won't dry your face out. Okay. Jesus. I gotta get some dry, Kat. Oh man, that was close. Anyway, I'm gonna get
when you visit with family and friends, what if you had like an estranged, let's say
Guitar Dog, what's going on? And Ryan, hey, what's up?
You're both believers, you both love the Lord, but yet you just couldn't make it work on earth. Okay. Yeah. So in heaven, you make it work, right? It's like you both, the love you have for people there, Kat, it's not like earthly love, right? It's pure.
No, it's you have God's love. And you know what? The moment you step out,
which you don't have on earth, nobody does.
Out of your body.
I'm sorry. I sometimes I regret pausing it. Hold on. Let me, what?
Your Kat, it's
what about your body?
Not like earthly love, right? It's pure.
No, you have God's love. And you know what? The moment you step out of your body, it changes. You can have an argument. You literally can have an argument while you're dying. And you died. And then your family members think, oh my gosh, look what I did to them. Oh, they died. I didn't get to say I was sorry. Well, people, if they're there, just say you're sorry. They've already said, I forgive you. No, they forgive immediately to forgive them. They don't carry anything around with them They don't carry
My
that
God.
stuff around at all.
It's like, no, how it works in heaven is everybody just forgives everybody all the time. Like it's just automatic. You just automatically forgive. It's like you really don't even have a choice in the matter. You know, you're kind of just a robot, really. You know, thinking happy thoughts all the time.
No, they will be so excited to see you when they get to meet you at the gate. You get to visit them. They'll probably take you where they live and show you. You don't. That doesn't affect your life or hurt you. But yeah.
What? She malfunctioned.
Yes. It's important, though. We're actually going to start something new. I'm going to just add this little clip. We're going to get a kit, make a kit. Everybody should get that kit. It's going to give you ways to leave messages to those that you leave behind.
Oh, my God.
You know, and you prepare it ahead of time.
That's
you know, if you don't know when you're going to go, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere because he won't let me go anywhere. And if the host
Does that just make it sound like she wants to leave? She wants to be deleted. But he's like, but God won't let me. It's bullshit. I'm sick of this place. My elbow hurts because, you know, I'm old and elbows, I bump them a lot.
guarding and keeping you, protecting you. That's what it says in the Word of God, that He gives His angels guard over you to protect you and keep you in all your ways. So don't let people.
You know, she says things sarcastically too, kind of or like she's smarter than everybody. You know, like your ways. Like she says it like this in this weird inflection. That's like I'm smarter than you.
There's no way you can be protected. If it's your time to go, and He has a time for you to go, you're gonna go. But why not ahead of time? Leave a beautiful message for those that you love, maybe those who helped you in some way, or just.
What a bleak fucking kit to get. Like, oh, we make a special kit for you to write messages to the people for after you die. What the fuck is happening? Are you serious? That is really weird. Why don't you just encourage people to tell their loved ones this stuff now? You know, just in general, just all the time. Just say the happy, good things to the people that you love. Right? Then instead of this weird after you die kit that they're selling.
Your children, your grandchildren. I would leave a separate message.
I kind of want to see what this kit looks like. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's see if we can find it. Or here, I'll keep playing it.
We're not going to make that right away, but we are going to make it. I'm talking to my mom today.
God damn it. Okay, never mind. I thought you're not going to remember to make that. Shut the fuck. Oh my God.
Help me make one of these. What would she say? What would she like to have if she had said, I wish I had a way to leave messages while I'm gone or after I'm gone? You know, you see movies, if you read this, you know I'm gone. No, I don't mean that. Something beautiful and amazing. Maybe a powerful word from God for them. But what a wonderful thing for people to know that even though you're gone, they can still hear you, hear what you have to say to them or see you. I think that's so important. I don't know if anybody's ever done that or going to do it.
Yeah, that's such a great idea. And I think it's very healing, Kat, for people to hear.
That is such an old person thing. That, I just feel like that's all 80-year-olds are, wow, that's really good. A way to give messages to people after you're dead. That's awesome. I have so many things I want to say to people, but I'd rather wait until after I'm dead. So this is actually great for me. I don't like talking to people when I'm alive. They're just, I just don't like it. Right. I'm not so uncomfortable. I don't like to be looked at. Okay. It feels weird.
You say that once you leave your body and you're with the Lord, you don't hold resentment or bitterness or frustration. So no matter how bad your relationship was, it's no longer bad anymore.
No, it's no longer bad.
Yeah, that's very healing to a lot of people because
I'm sure it is. It is. No, I had a great relationship with my dad. He told me all the time he loved me.
I think she was trying to make a point, Kat. She said because, and then you started talking. Because leads to another part of something somebody's trying to say.
That he was pleased with what I had done with God. He was one.
How sad though. That's also really sad the way that they're talking about this. They're like, and if you go to heaven, if you hate your wife, you won't hate her anymore. Yeah. And she won't be super mean to you all the time. That will all stop, all the name calling, hitting you in the head with the rolled up newspaper and everything. That all stops. that all stops. So won't that be glorious? Boy, heaven sounds fun.
One person I could share all my encounters with, he had some himself that didn't share with anybody either. Angels would come and tell him, go to this street, bring that with you. This person needs this. We need to answer this person's prayer, what they're saying for us.
The angels would come. Why don't the angels just do the stuff? Like they come to the house and like, okay, check it out. Now, down the street, you make a left. Okay, go down 4 houses. There's a guy in there. He definitely needs some praying. Okay. No, he needs close proximity praying. Okay. No, yeah, you're gonna have to really get in there. Okay. Lots of hands. You know what I'm saying? And after that, little Timmy down the street, he's got a crutch and stuff, probably could use some healing. And then we got
people who are already connected to heaven, they're probably pretty much like that with most of their family members if they let them. Sometimes it's not you. I understand. Sometimes it's not you in the argument.
Yes.
It's just them. And maybe it's because you're a believer. Maybe they don't want to hear anything. Maybe they reject you because you are a Christian. Well, let me tell you what.
Who the fuck? What is happening? Who are you talking about?
You will not be wounded or hurt. And don't let that wound and hurt you right now. Don't live in a place of you're suffering because of the way somebody thinks about you. It doesn't bother me what anyone thinks about me, just so you know that.
Oh, no shit. Really? I had no idea.
No matter who you've heard say bad things about me, I already have forgiven them, even though I didn't hear it. I'm not carrying anything. I'm not holding them to their words of what they.
How did we get on this? That I thought we were just talking about like relationships after they go to heaven, and now she's off on this. Like, what the fuck?
He said to me, I asked God to forgive them, and I asked God to act like they never said it. Now that is true forgiveness, since we're talking about forgiveness.
You asked God to act like they never said it? What would what would that even look like? It's just God be like, okay, I can just keep on doing the nothing I was already doing. I don't know what to tell you.
Forgiveness is very important in a believer. God rewards you greatly when you get to heaven and you have already forgiven others that came against you. The thing you can do when you've chosen to forgive somebody, pray
Burns,
for their salvation. Your words are powerful.
What's up, Burns? Doing all right? What's up? Oh, you have a fun one in the chat. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. It doesn't matter. The act of thinking implies that being exists. Therefore, there is that which grounds being. Oh my God. If you think you are God, then atheism is still dead. Fucking what? Like, what the what? Okay, say that again, but like in human words, give that a shot.
Powerful in the spirit. They carry a lot of punch against the enemy. And we do know the enemy is driving them to act like that. Okay, they're acting like that because the enemy, the devil, wants you to be sad. They want you to be wounded. Will you show him you're not wounded?
Why don't you just why doesn't the all-powerful God just get rid of that guy? Since he's making so much trouble for everybody, take him out. Just grab him by his like pointy tail and do like a Hulk. And then he dies. Then he can just die. And then nobody has to worry about anything anymore.
And you're not going to be sad. Okay, because
you won't have to worry about being sad.
Blessed by the love of God. The joy of the Lord is our strength. So it's important to remember all of that, all those things but your soul, if you didn't have your soul with you, you could make choices at any time. So yes, if you forget your soul at home, whoa, you just, it's like forgetting your phone. You have literally no idea about anything that happens ever. Because you're like, I can't call it. I don't know any of my friends' phone. I can't think at all because I have to look up any information. I'm just useless without my soul. Soul stays with you. It says you'll be known as you are known, and you'll remember all things all over heaven to enjoy and be a part of.
Now, Kat, I want to take you to.
She does this thing too, and she's been fun and stuff. It's mostly like when she's like preaching on stage, but she like starts to get mad. It's so weird. She just like randomly switches gears into like anger, and then she just starts like shouting, like it's god damn, I wish I could find an example of it. It's so bizarre that she just switches gears like that. And sometimes she does it with people, but I don't think she's going to do it here.
Your very favorite encounter that you can remember? I know there's been so many.
Good question.
But if you can think of one that you
What's
really, really enjoyed.
What's your favorite made up bullshit? What's that? What is your favorite of them?
Favorite encounter in the throne room, and what happened and what that was like for you?
Oh God.
I have to say there's two.
What's up, Joey? How we doing? Oh fuck, I lost my soul. Where the fuck did I leave? Oh my God. This thing is worse than my earbuds. I swear to God. I just, I lose my earbuds like constantly. It's a problem. And I can't meditate without them. Okay. And you know what that means? Then I can't relax without doing drugs or alcohol. You know what I mean? So it's a problem. It actually is a problem.
One is with the Father and one is with the Lord. So the Father, of course, Jesus actually introduced me in person. I was caught up to heaven.
He introduced you to what?
I'm still not. And thousands of times I've been by this point. It's almost hard to remember. I think it was back in 1988.
There's so many that I don't actually remember them all. There's that's how many times, thousands of times I've been back and forth to the throne room.
My first one, I think, is when that happened. Now, when I was 14, my first encounter was with Jesus, and I was walking in the woods wondering if I'll ever do anything besides take care of my siblings. I loved them, but that was my life. And so I would walk in these woods near our home, and I would talk to Jesus there. And he appeared. It was one of the first times I actually saw him.
You just said, did you forget like what you said at the beginning of your conversation? Because I feel like she's even going, I thought you said you were 4. You were 4 years old. Remember, Kat? You literally said this story like 10 minutes ago. Not even. And then, but no, this is one of the first times at 14. It was what, God waited 10 years?
And he talked to me. He said, no, you won't have to do so much more. That you'll do this. And he waved his hand and a portal opened and I saw ahead in time.
He did like one of these, sparkle circle, right? Jumped in that sucker. Okay, right? Then we were at the Jello City. There's a Jello City. Not even kidding. She thinks there's a Jello City.
And I was walking. I looked like I was in maybe, I don't know, my late 20s, maybe early 30s, something like that. I was walking and I was smiling.
It's really odd that she like keeps track of the age she looked in heaven too. That's really odd. At this time, I was like mid-20s, early 30s. But I was walking because she's saying she was 14. So what, you get older when you're a kid, and then what, you get younger once you're old? What the fuck? Why? What is this about?
But on my shoulders, I was holding the world. I literally was doing this.
Like that Atlas guy.
And I said to the Lord, well, I have to take care of the whole world.
That's how you felt.
I know, because I was already, my question was, will I always have to take care of my family? Oh, no.
It just sounds like she's dreaming. Like, that's just a dream, right? Like, you're just describing you having a dream. And then you're like, no, it actually happened now. No, all my dreams are real. They just happen in heaven.
We all do wonderful things. And then I'm grinning. And then when the things are there, here's the whole boy. I went, am I taking it? And he laughed at me. He laughed and laughed and laughed. He was showing me that time that I'm in right now.
Wow.
Because I really am speaking to the whole world without.
Right, the impact.
But I didn't think that way in the beginning. I went, wow.
It's not funny. Okay, it's not. She's even having a hard time pretending to laugh here, Kat. Okay, can you just? It's weird when people like do that, where they just start like laughing at stuff that's way not funny, and it's like and a lot of times it's some like weird, very specific to them type of thing. And you're just like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah, right, because you actually are you're like that, right? They're still laughing. Okay. Okay. I can't. My cheeks are hurting at this point. I can't keep on smiling like this.
That's hilarious. He showed you that way. Well, I guess it's his sense of humor, right?
It is definitely he's got a great. Look at he had to live on a stack of words. You know what? People say he
He had
became
to live on a stack of words. Is that what you just said?
poor that we might be rich. It didn't say he lived poor on the earth. It said he became poor, honey. He became poor when he left heaven.
Yes,
Just coming
that's
to the
right.
earth. Yeah, the billions, millions, whatever he would have had if it was cash in the bank. You don't need that. But no, his wealth he had in heaven. He had to be willing to leave all of it and live on this earth, right? And work with the fishermen.
Yes, I'm so
and
thankful.
be a carpenter. He actually had a job, right?
Mhm.
By the way,
he even had a job. Wow, that's great. That makes me love Jesus more now because he had a job and everything, just like a real person.
Still does carpentry in heaven. And so, no, he
What?
actually had to be willing to do all of that.
He does.
I'm so
He does all of the casework actually in heaven. It's incredible. Yeah, he's pretty good.
And be a carpenter. He actually had a job, right?
Mhm.
You have to have a job. By the way, he still does carpentry in heaven. And so, no, he actually had to be willing to do all of that. So
by the way, he still does all the casework in heaven. It's amazing. It's really incredible stuff. Yeah, it's just, he's a heaven carpenter, and in heaven, carpentry doesn't have to follow any rules. See, you can just make carpentry balls. You can make rooms and dressers just out of balls. You know what I mean? Just spheres everywhere.
Did become poor by leaving heaven, but because of us receiving him, we are rich in him, rich in our life, rich in understanding of him, rich in knowing that our eternity is in his hands.
Yes.
So we did become.
All right, this is good. Sorry. All right, moving on. I can only take so much insanity before I'm like, oh my God, we gotta go. We gotta go. Getting out of here. Jesus Christ. How much time we got? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Still got quite a bit of time. Yeah, like 40. Well, yeah, like an hour almost. So we've got, what do we have? I looked at a bunch of stuff and now I can't. Now I'm not really seeing it. Hold on. Okay, so that was from yesterday. And then these are the ones I look at today. AI love is a lie. AI girlfriends and fake love. What is with their obsession with this shit? That's a lot of these Fundie content creators are just always talking about the AI girlfriends and stuff. When was it uploaded? Did we watch this one? I can't remember. I lose track with Kirk Cameron. Everything he says starts to blend together. Okay, we got this transhumanism thing, right? And then we got, she demands God to send lightning. She instantly regret. It's because I guess God did that. Is that what she? Because the thing said she mocks God. This is what made me click it. She mocks God. Then this happens, and it's nothing. It's just, oh, lightning strikes. Hold on, you're gonna watch.
Okay, stop yelling at him like that. Strikes, woman.
Stop yelling at God like that, you jerk. You know, he's gonna strike lightning at you or near you.
Who demands God strikes lightning is instantly shocked when this happens. Okay, hold on. Let me just.
I don't think she was actually shocked, buddy. Okay, I think I think that's a play on words.
So the record. Give a shout out to whatever channel this is because they did all the hard work for us. Shout out to the real Josiah,
Coach Josiah.
Shout out to the real Coach Josiah for masterfully packaging this for us. Guys, before we get into that conversation, I just want to take a moment and introduce myself. My name is Ruslan. This channel exists to encourage.
Yeah, okay. Just at last, can we get a new poll? For poll for what? What does it say with hold on, let me see. If she said ancient leaders, monarchy rulers in antiquity called themselves humble titles and jobs. Called themselves humble titles and jobs. It was to identify with the common folk. Oh, that's like Trump going and having a burger, right? At McDonald's or pretending to work at McDonald's. Like, wow, he does, he did both. He really likes at McDonald's for some reason.
Empower and inspire you to live a life that blesses God. So if this is your first time watching me, thank you so much. I'm super grateful you're here. If you enjoy what you're hearing, do me a favor, consider liking the video and subscribing. That really means the world to me. We're on the verge of reaching 800,000 subscribers, and I would love to celebrate that with you. Also, if you're not new here, you've been watching for a while, make sure you're subscribed as well. And I want to let you guys know we got my very first book ever with a major publishing called Godly Ambition coming out September 9th. It would mean the world to me if
Godly Ambition. Nice. Very good. Yeah. Jeez.
you pre-ordered this on Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
It looks like a bathroom book. Like it, you know what I mean? Like it looks like one that you, when you're, been in there so long that your legs are like going numb, but you have a stomach thing going on and you just want to read anything and you're stuck at your mom's house and you're just reaching behind you in that thing and you pull it out. That's the book that's there. Godly Ambition. You're like, fuck it. I will read at least 3 chapters of this sucker because I'm not going anywhere for a while. You know what I mean?
Favorite retailer. This is 20 years of my wisdom through building a YouTube page.
Oh my God. Did he just say this is 20 years of my wisdom? My God. I thought pride was a sin, man.
Through being a full-time hip-hop artist from 2015 to 2020, being on staff at a church in
What? Wait, he was a hip-hop artist? Okay.
ministry. Everything I've ever learned in one book to help you unlock.
God, I feel like I need to go find his hip-hop artistry.
The potential of your time, talent, and treasure, help you discover your purpose, your calling, all that stuff. Comes out September 9th. But if you pre-order it right now, you will get the first 3 chapters and the intro chapter immediately. So you can pick it.
I thought he was going to say absolutely free. You will get the first 3 chapters and the preface. That's right. No extra charge. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, you're like, what are you doing? You can't do that. Well, I did. Get yours today for just $19.99,
it up at your favorite retailer, and then go to My Godly Ambition to redeem the first couple chapters in the book, along with an ambition workshop to help you discover what your calling is.
Redeem the first. Okay.
So if you're struggling to find your true God-given calling, you should absolutely pick up Godly Ambition right now. All right, let's jump into this conversation. Listen, I don't think, even if you don't believe in Jesus,
you definitely don't play with lightning.
Why are you playing with God?
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
That's it. Like, he is so funny because, like, I swear, he is just the definition, his friend there, of like a people pleaser. He will switch his opinion on a dime. I've heard him like say stuff like, "Oh yeah, but that's just like this," and then Ruslan will be like, "That's not like that. That's like that. Yeah, you're right. That isn't like that. You're right. I don't know what to say. Anyway, tell me what to think."
you in the middle of a lightning storm, you finna play with God?
Same people that pull out a Ouija board thinking it's a game.
Yeah, like don't guys, don't
They sell it at game stores, man. It's a children's toy.
do this.
Do you want to play Uno or do you want to play tarot?
Can you imagine? What is this? Wow, this poor kid. He is like so afraid of like cards, of decks of cards and board games.
It's like, those aren't the
Yeah,
same.
Not the same thing. And so I think people really be out here just like overconfident about life and willing to kind of risk it all. And some of y'all need to go back and read the Old Testament.
Oh, yeah.
I know y'all think Jesus is like hippie Birkenstock.
But God the Father?
Yeah.
Birkenstocks.
Old Testament Jesus,
He'll pull up on you.
What?
pull up. He'll spin the block.
Oh my God. Okay. Come on, man. Like, just that felt racist. I don't know why, but it just did.
Unbelievable.
Shout out.
Okay.
Who said that?
Elijah Furtick.
Shout out Elijah.
God, if you hear me, strike lightning again.
Okay, first of all. Again,
You been asking?
you been asking?
I mean, lightning has struck before, so I don't. Yeah.
He just did it. Why is there an again? You might have just want to just hold your W.
Yeah, exactly.
Again?
Oh my goodness.
In the name of the
Is she doing that thing where like, we're trying to think of an example. Like, something's about to happen and you're like, it's about to go back right now. And then you try to like time it and you're like, oh man, it was perfect. It's never really works. Like, so every so often you might get like weirdly lucky. And I can't think of a good example. Like how long it takes to load. That's a good one, right? Because he'd be like sitting there loading. You'd be like, it's okay. It's about to be done loading right now, and you try to catch it. That's almost what it sounds like she's trying to do. It's like, if the lightning is about to strike right now. Yeah.
Holy Spirit.
Okay. First of all,
Is it taking the Lord's name in vain here?
absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
But
Absolutely.
in the name of Jesus,
She's a garbage atheist person
Yeah, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Come on.
God's
making jokes, and you don't blaspheme the Holy Spirit. Everybody knows that. That's the only thing you can't get forgiven for.
said, I got you. You fumbled that prayer.
You fumbled that, but I hear.
I hear you.
I know you hear me. God.
This lady's got a trip.
Okay, stop yelling at him like that. It's making
Super rude. Okay, it's making him angry. You have to talk very nicely in inside voices to God. Otherwise, he'll be mad.
man mad.
Hold on, pause. What's worse? Her yelling at him or just her insufferable tone in the midst of this?
That's what I mean. It's the insufferable tone. It's like, God, come on. Where are you? It's like, oh,
You got toned down the Karen energy.
Yeah.
We don't want you shutting down the barbecue.
You can't call them.
Oh my God! What? The barbecue? Like, oh, you're not invited to the barbecue, dude. Shut the fuck up. Okay, you're not. Oh my God!
The manager on God like that.
It feels inappropriate. I don't know. It's starting to feel like fucking, white, like blackface, but like without the makeup. I don't know.
Oh man, this is amazing. Someone said, shout out to the chat. Someone said, Sam in the chat said, sounds like a brat. Yeah.
I mean, isn't
Why?
the definition of
What does she
entitlement?
do? She's like clear. It seems like she's drunk. I don't know. But people do tend to get kind of loud when they're drunk. I don't know what it is about alcohol that makes your hearing not work or something. You can't tell that you're like shouting at everybody. I don't know, but that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like yelling at God.
I mean,
She's probably like a sweet Christian lady that was just goofing.
no, I don't.
He's knocking on the window like he's a gorilla at the zoo. Yo, this is unbelievable.
I feel like you're making this into something. She's tapping glass, dude. Like, I feel you're making. It's like you're trying to make her doing something so offensive when she's not.
This only gets worse. I play it for half a second and she's like, hello.
Oh my God, their type fives are killing me right now. They're like, we are so funny right now. You get this? We are in a roll right here.
every passing moment makes this entire thing worse. Listen, she should be glad that she's alive.
For real.
So nothing happens. Is that what you're saying?
You should be glad that he struck by you
Mm-hmm.
and not you.
Yep.
Why aren't you talking back to me?
Gosh, wrong question.
This is bullshit.
Oh, it's struck. Man, the odds of that happening are just completely unlikely. You could have done this whole video. Like, I could do this. I could make this video if I wanted to. Like, this sort of thing happens constantly. And it's gotten a lot worse, to be honest, in Florida. Like, you can have thunderheads or whatever. They're just every, like, I don't know, 40 to 45 seconds, just insane lightning strike. It's like, you can just play around in between and be like, oh, we need to start filming ourselves, like, to ask, talking to the sky, saying God needs to like respond. And then when it happens, like, it wasn't even like it was timed that great. Like, there was literally nothing about this. Yeah, lightning strikes all the time. Dude, it's not impressive.
Pause it.
I thought it was gonna like hit her. I thought we were gonna like see like a literal like where her, your hair like stands up. When you get like lightning hits so close that your hair kind of like goes, Nothing. None of that.
What are you doing in this situation?
I'm,
If this doesn't strike the fear of God in you,
I'm laying
It doesn't at all.
prostrate, then I'm standing up, I'm spitting to the west, and I'm praying to the east, and I'm like, Father, forgive me.
pray 3 times.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yeah, Joe Dirt. You could in 2025 you could fake that video. So I guess you're talking about like AI videos or whatever. I'm not even talking about AI. I'm just saying like you could fake that video without any special effects whatsoever. All you got to do is live in Florida or somewhere else where it has lightning storms like we have, and then just wait for one, and then just stand by the window and film yourself and be like, I hate God. God's, oh, whoa, scared me. I totally did not expect a lightning strike right at that second. But I mean, we had heard like 50 prior to that stuff. So, it was likely that it would continue, but
Not 4.
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
she is really drunk. She's drunk. That's what this is.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
She just went squeaky. Squeak, squeaker. Squeak, squeakum, squeakies, squeaky.
I hate to be the cessationist, but if you're in a thunderstorm and it's and lightning storm and it's lightning storming and thunderstorming, and then you record a long video where you're just yapping and yelling at God, but the whole
Was that a long video? That was not a long video.
video is a request. At any moment of that video, she would have had a verified encounter of lightning.
Mhm.
When it's it wasn't like, I demand you to give me lightning and then boom right away. It was like pretty dragged out, and it felt like a timing thing.
Mhm. That's why I said again. That means that she was already in.
She was already.
Oh, did we get to the bottom of what poll I'm supposed to be doing? I'm sorry, I got distracted. What poll are we doing? Meek my ass. No thanks. What? I don't know. Anyways, that nothing to do with the poll. Dropping of inhibitions factor, I think. Oh, the loudness. Yeah, I think you're right. That probably is it. Everybody's all quiet and timid until their brain gets poisoned by the drink they're drinking, and then they don't care about anything. And then you wake up the next morning, and then you do. Then you're like, oh my God, I was so stupid. Why would I say all that? Oh man, I hope I wasn't on the internet last. Oh my God, I was. I got in a Twitter fight with someone with 5,000 followers. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
Already
In a storm.
Yeah, she was already in. So I think that's crazy, but I also will say it was God. I think he was like, watch your mouth, young lady.
I will also say it was also God. Jesus Christ, man.
Someone said, did she clip farming God?
Low key. Yo, she's just reacting to the weather, and she's like, come on. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You won't believe what God did next.
Yeah, you won't believe what God did next. This is amazing. Listen,
Upstairs neighbor activities. Are they just yelling out the window?
guys, moral of the story, quite simple. God's real. Don't play with God.
I think all of that with everything except for the real thing. Don't play with God because he's not real and it's a waste of time and a life. So yeah. And I think my voice is I'm working on it. And it is better. I have to admit, but it's a long way from where I'd like it to from where I'd be okay with it. I feel we just gotta work with it. Play around, right? That's what I do. You gotta just have fun, right? It's like when you're when you're singing, and you gotta play with your voice and be like, what's the best way to sing? And you just gotta sometimes you gotta sound silly when you're by yourself. Okay. And just spread out, get all your options on the table, right? And then start deciding what you like. And then go after that, isolate on it, right? That's how I did it. Anyway.
Wow.
Don't do it. Slow your roll. Even if you're not sure, why test God? On this side of it, I'm expecting her socials to become Christian channels from now on.
Come on. Did we just get one for the kingdom?
Maybe. At the very least, go to church.
Yeah, at the very least, go to church.
So yeah, shout out to that young lady and shout out to that amazing Instagram for putting that together. I saw that and I was like, man, this is amazing. This is amazing. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end.
You're welcome, buddy.
Are you ready?
No.
Let's get right into it.
What the fuck was that? You can't just go that fast like that, dude. You just be like, are you ready? Okay, let's go. Let's get into it. Boom. And then you just start. Like, what the aren't you supposed to like introduce us to something before the intro goes?
Welcome back to Wise Disciple. My name is Nate, and I'm helping you become the effective Christian that Jesus wants you to be. Before I jumped into this ministry full-time, I was a pastor and a debate teacher, and it's from that unique experience that I make these kinds of videos. Make sure to like, sub, and share this one around, but only if it helps you.
A pastor and a debate teacher. Wow. Super cool, man. That's wild. Those two things usually never coincide.
The first prompt is, prayer and manifestation are two sides of the same coin.
Okay. But manifestation is like real though, you know, because you can make things appear in your mind as long as you have a clipboard that you keep in your room. And lots of money, you know, and privilege and all that type of stuff. And then it's just crazy. The stuff just appears. It just appears. If you want that car, you know, you put it on the wall and go, man, I would really like that car. And then you just got to be rich. And then it's yours. It's yours. It's crazy. You're like, how did I do that? I don't know. Magic. That's all.
Okay. If, you know, coming in cold to this video, I'm immediately guessing that this conversation will be incredibly unproductive. Not because I have anything against these ladies.
Not just because Christians saying anything unproductive
At all. I don't know what's going to happen here fully, but I've seen this kind of thing too many times. This is what happens just about every single time discussions like this take place. People do not talk to each other. They talk past each other in today's culture. And the only way to rectify this problem of communication is to follow some principles of debate. And I'll explain more about what I mean in a moment, but let's see what happens.
Oh, good. I'm glad that wasn't all just a waste of time. Why would you just wait to say all that later then? Why are you priming us for nothing?
Started. So I believe that there are two spiritual forces. There's either God or there's the devil. And I believe you can get your power from either one.
Wait.
God.
I believe there's two spiritual forces, either God or the devil. Jesus.
He gives us good gifts. He gives good gifts to his children. Satan and the enemy also gives
bad gifts. He gives naughty gifts that you only can open inside the bedroom, if you know what I mean. And if you want to open some naughty gifts in the bedroom, just go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. All right, there we go. Brilliant.
gifts to his children as well. So I believe that you either pray to God or you submit to the devil, and then he just gives you what you want.
Oh, okay. So she said, so if you are that rich person with the pin board and the car pinned to it, or picture of the car, not the actual car, pinned to it, then it's the devil that gives it to you. Okay. Well,
based on that. So I don't think it's the same thing.
Satan sounds better already, dude. Just saying. God's like, no, I'd rather have you suffer. I think you deserve some suffering. You know, if you read Job, yeah, that's what we're going to do to you. Satan's like, why can't I just give him everything he wants?
Yeah, I would say that I think there's a creator-creation distinction. I think that manifestation typically centers the universe or oneself, whereas prayer centers the Lord Jesus Christ.
Right.
What? Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, these ladies clearly have their heads on straight.
What? Did you hear what she just said? Okay, never mind.
They're familiar with the scripture. Praise the Lord, right? They have a solid foundation.
Praise the Lord.
And look, you know, even now, they're starting to do what they should be doing, which is to identify key terms. I don't know if you caught it, but the Christian ladies are on the right side of the video, and then the New Agers are on the left side of the video.
Just like what? Like the political paradigm?
But the question that should be answered as you have this kind of conversation is, well, what is manifestation? Right? Define it. What is prayer? You know, these are definitional questions that need to be answered before
making demands to God, where manifestations are just sort of saying what you want to the universe and hoping that the universe will feel your
they start.
Wait, buddy, I'm still talking. He'll feel your seriousness, right, of how bad you want it. And if you think about being happy in having it, then you'll, you know, the universe will be like, got it, yeah, or something. I don't know how it works. That's what the secret says, right?
Engaging each other, because, you know, again, I mean, this is the concern that I have as a former debate teacher. If they do not define key terms at the outset,
okay,
these ladies will not be talking about the same thing.
We're debating magics. We're debating magics. Okay, there are no fucking key terms in this shit other than just made up bullshit.
While they're claiming to be talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? Both of these ladies, both of these groups need to define the terms and then come to an agreement about them so that this conversation can be productive and they can truly clash.
Okay, and
so they're just going to agree. Yes, that is correct.
I didn't know that we work for the devil. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, they believe that. No, that's true. So is all other religions. So you don't have to special or anything. Everybody that's not specifically Christian worship the devil.
Because the misconception that spirituality is directly connected to the devil's work is really hilarious, because the devil is a projection placed upon people who don't know that we still operate within love. We talk to God and the God within us. So we pray to God. We give God thanks. God is the glory for the story, and God is within all of us. So I feel as if prayer, you're praying to God.
Oh my God, I'd almost rather the fucking Christians at this point.
And when the manifestation, you still have to do the work, because without, faith without work is dead. So to bring it into physical manifestation.
Isn't that a Christian saying? Like, we're in spirituality, New Age, whatever. That's not a Buddhist, proverb. That's a Christian one.
You have to walk through the door of value that God opened for you. So when you pray to God, you give thanks in advance, because you know that God is going to bestow you. God is going to show you good grace. So I feel like if it's not the devil, I don't know how the devil was brought into the conversation.
Not the devil.
I know he was present.
Oh yeah, he is.
Because
yeah.
God.
So this is exactly what I predicted.
Oh, it is?
Because there were no clear definition of terms at the outset.
That's why the devil came up, and he shouldn't have. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, if somebody had clearly defined something, nobody would have accused the other of getting their magic from the devil.
And there is certainly no shared source of authority in terms of data to appeal to. We have essentially two types of ladies who have fully formed worldviews, who are basically just talking about their own beliefs.
Yeah. Welcome to any interfaith debate, dude. That's just what that's why they just sound completely insane to a normal person. It's like, wow, both y'all motherfuckers are dumb and wrong. This is crazy.
So you can see this lady on the New Age side is now just explaining her worldview and then laughing about what the Christian side just said.
They accuse. I thought you were a debate teacher, man. You didn't hear that they accused the New Agers of getting their power or praying, because we're talking about manifestation. So they're accusing them of praying to the devil because you center yourself. And what the fuck? Bunny up, buddy. Bunny up. All right. Pay attention. Okay. You're not even listening to what the fuck they're saying.
This is why so many Christians don't know how to engage New Age folks. It's because the figurative table has never been set properly so that two different positions can clash.
What?
And so watch this. It is just going to be a lot of words.
Wow.
Eventually emotions are going to get all involved and wrapped up in this. And this will probably...
You got some New Agers too. They tend to be pretty emotional as a demographic goes.
Go nowhere productive, unfortunately.
Yeah, hilarious.
What are you doing? Why are you reacting to this, man?
Because I don't work for the devil. I work for God. We get God-given gifts, and it's come from your higher self. And the universe is somehow it does get tied in.
The you and I verse. I love that, because it's made up of what? You and I. That's right. The people, right? Man, that's a good one.
Into it, and I do understand how it can seem like we sometimes take God out of it. However, that's one of the things with spirituality has different levels. Just how Christianity projects upon us as we're doing the devil work. Some people in spirituality utilize the universe, but the universe is still within all of us because it's the universe. So
She said it like 7 times now. It's just.
Is she saying the universe?
The you and I verse, dude. You and I. You and I.
That's an interesting pronunciation.
Everything outside of you is also.
I think she's trying to make a point, man.
Within you. So just like God is. So it's a separate but the same within itself. So we don't call on to the devil. We don't.
Maya, because it's the you and I verse. It's the universe is made up of you and I. It just like together, Cool.
Do the devil's work. I feel like prayer, you're still praying to God. That's only somebody's perception of what spirituality is and manifestation. We don't leave God out of it because God is within us. So if you leave out God, you're leaving out yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just said, because we are gods. That's what they're going to take from it. Oh, so you're a god now. Is that what I kind of, that is sort of what you said.
Okay. Just so we're all on the same page. Okay. Here's what just happened. These ladies were asked a question and they answered it. When they answered the question, they basically made claims that are rooted in their fully formed worldview. Okay. And so the Christians said that.
I was like, okay. That's how I heard it.
Prayer is not manifestation. Okay. That's one of the claims, right? And also manifestation is self-centering, which is antithetical to Christianity.
No, literally the opposite. But you don't want to appear like that's the case to yourself, even though that's what everybody else sees. But whatever.
Why? Because Christianity is about dying to self and following after Jesus. Okay, fair enough. And I agree with all of that. Praise the Lord. Right? Here's the problem. The problem is
because it's a cult, that tries to get rid of your individuality.
The New Agers get to come back and make up their own claims. Right. So this lady just said, well, the devil is a projection. The devil is not real. OK, that's a claim. But also prayer is manifestation and manifestation is prayer. That's another claim. You see what I mean?
No.
And scripture is thrown around quickly. But what we have essentially here is just a bunch of claims being thrown around with no data or warrant to justify any of them.
Again, welcome to Interfaith Debates, dude. That's it. This is what happens. All right. Every single time you get people with zero evidence of anything, because let's face it, everybody here at this circle, whatever, is believing things without evidence. So no matter what, that's going to be the case. It's just like when Christians debate. They're like a Calvinist will debate a Arminianist or some shit, you know what I mean? And it's just like it sounds the same way to me. There's like, oh yeah, well, what about this verse? And it's just, and then they just start making that verse means this. No, that's not what that verse. All these are just claims, and then there's no way to validate any of the claims.
So I'm using terms in the debate community that comprise the parts of
the debate community. What community is that?
Of an argument here.
Is that actually a community? I didn't know. I didn't know they had their own community. The debaters.
Right. According to the Tolman model, an argument consists of 3 things: claim, data, and warrant.
Claim, data, and warrant. The Tolman model. Interesting. I don't know this one.
And that's what I'm trying to show you here. There are no arguments being made in this discussion. Only claims. And even if data...
They're fucking New Agers, man, versus Christians. Of course there's no arguments being made. I don't even think they know what that means.
Or evidence is cited to support any of these claims. It's unclear how to properly assess the particular evidences that are used. So
we are DNA. How we doing, man? Are you? How we doing, you? Sorry.
For example, if the New Agers quote the Bible, is that evidence to support their view? Well, not if they misinterpret the Bible. Not if they improperly use the scripture to support themselves, right?
Wait, what? Why would see? This is why just these kind of debates don't make any sense anyway, right? Because if you're saying if the New Agers quote the Christian's Bible at them about why their New Age stuff is more reasonable, like why? First of all, why would they do that? But second of all, like, see how unhelpful any of this is. Like, none of it matters because it's all fucking made up. Everybody's opinion in this regard made up. There's no evidence to suggest that anybody is more correct than anybody else. You just have that's welcome to faith. That's what faith is. Just deciding that you're right based on nothing.
But if the Christians cite the Bible, the New Agers are going to come back and say the same thing. Well, you guys are improperly using the scripture to support yourselves.
Or they'll just start quoting Buddha, who actually said stuff that's, deep and meaningful and not just weird nonsense like Jesus talking about the meek will inherit the earth and stuff. Oh, okay. Wow, that's great.
You see what I mean? So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to paint this picture for you, right? Here's what's going on. You have essentially two houses in this particular video. The first house is built on rock. The second house is built on sand.
That's a claim. You got an argument to back that claim up?
These members of these houses, they're going at it, describing the way that their houses are uniquely designed. But what they should be doing is identifying the ground upon which these houses stand.
And you just happen to believe the basis of what one of the houses, like you're just saying one of them is built on the rock, and yet you just said nobody's given any evidence of anything, but you just happen to agree with those beliefs. So it's based on a rock, even though it's just their made up subjective interpretation of an Iron Age book.
Because that's where the key distinctions and the important differences are discovered. You with me so far?
No, I'm really not.
And that's not what these ladies are doing, unfortunately.
And the next prompt is, I believe the...
Oh, that was it. That was the whole conversation for that one. Okay, moving on.
Concept of the universe is just another way of describing God.
The concept of the universe is just another way of describing God. Okay. And why use the word God? Like, what does anything mean?
I don't know if you can see that, but the Christian ladies are all having thumbs down, which indicates that this is a no from the Christian side.
Oh, that's what the symbol. Okay, I probably should have paid closer attention. I was like, why the hell are they wearing these little, or like have these little like fans in their hands? Is it like hot in there? What's going on here? They just.
The New Agers are all thumbs up, which means they affirm what was just stated.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, these Jubilee things are weird.
Yeah, again, I think this is the creator-creation distinction. I think that God is the God over the universe. And the scriptures actually tell us, Psalm 19:1 says that the universe tells of God's glory. It pours forth his goodness. Romans 1:18 tells us that people who reject God is wicked because he's actually made it plain to them through nature, through beauty, through the world.
She's a precept. They always immediately go to that verse with anybody that disagrees with them, about their religion being true. Like, well, actually, if you've seen flowers, my God is real and my interpretation is perfect. Okay, because you just don't want to sin is really what you want to do. You want to center yourself and make yourself a God
through the universe that he exists. I think that our world is too intelligently designed to reject that a God created it and to not submit to him. I think it's haughty and arrogant.
No, but it's not haughty and arrogant to decide that you know that the universe was created by not just any God, but the specific one that you adhere to and your specific interpretation of your specific doctrine, of your denomination, of your religion. Like, that's not arrogant. That you have everything right, that you figured it all out. But it's haughty to be like, yeah, who knows? Maybe it was just by chance, randomly. Who knows? But that's arrogant.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God. What don't do that again. Nate, I'm serious. One more time with that thing. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Love it. She's awesome. And I'm proud of her, because
you're proud of her. What the fuck? Is she your niece or something? What are you talking about? You're proud of her.
she knows her scripture. However, again, right?
He's actually wrong, because my subjective interpretation of my doctrine and my denomination says that actually the universe, like, it's whatever.
As well-meaning as her response is, she's not setting herself up well to clash with her interlocutors, because watch this. Whoever is about to speak next is simply going to double down on expressing their fully formed worldview, and then they're going to claim that it's essentially similar to what this Christian lady just said.
Actually really agree with you. I think that I find the world to be so beautiful, and I do believe that there is no chance in this life that this universe was not created by the higher.
Where's the horrified? Where's the horrified emoji? Cringe out. Oh, it's there. That's my face. That's the face.
Power. And I think that's where this kind of conversation is important, because we are bridging this gap of, like, I want you to understand that, like, I'm getting emotional because I feel a lot of, like, hate from that side of the room. And I feel a lot of love for y'all because I am on your side.
See what I mean? See what I mean about the emotion of the New Agers? I feel a lot of hate coming, and actually it doesn't take much to figure out that's what's coming from the Christians. I mean, we do know Christians, right? Like, we know how they are. So you could pretty much just assume before they say anything, like, there's a lot of hate coming from over there. Like, why would you say that? Because Christians are there. That's what I was, that's where the Christians are at. Did you not,
I really do believe.
You see? And there's the emotions. Right?
Yeah, Christians are never emotional. They are just fucking cold as ice, dude.
Golly, man, it's such a
golly gee whiz-a-roo
shame. You wish that if this were a hike, these ladies would be able to scale the mountain of disagreement between them and sort of meet at the top. You know what I mean?
What? Why would you go? Okay, what would scale the mountain of the disagreement? Forget it.
But they're both still standing at the base of their particular sides of the mountain, and that's a shame. I'm really using a lot of illustrations today.
Yeah, you are, and it sounds weird. Did you just take a gummy or something? What's going on here?
I'm not sure why. I'm in a mood, but hopefully, the illustrations help. You know what I mean? Because
not really. They don't. They kind of just confuse things even further.
In a moment, I'm going to show you how to have more productive conversations in this type of space. And that's the whole point of this video anyway, right?
I would love, honestly, I actually would. I would love to sit down and have a conversation with this guy, and see how productive our conversation would be.
This universe is so beautiful, and I really do believe that it was created by someone. I think that it feels like when I'm praying.
I just said that sociopath doesn't want others to feel or to show emotions because he's jealous. Yeah, I think you're right. It's like, man, other people get to feel things. I'm not allowed to do that without feeling guilty.
I actually pray, and funny enough, I go to church every single week. I love worship. I love the gathering element of it. And I don't always go to the churches that you all may love or agree with, but I basically just.
What does that mean? Like what? Sometimes I go to Buddhist churches. Sometimes I do Hindu. They have really great food at the Hindu ones, honestly, because afterwards they'll cook for everybody. It's amazing. Sometimes I do. What's another religion that they pull? Just those two, right? Is that, I don't know, right? The New Age stuff. It's pretty much just Hinduism. in Buddhism, I guess.
Believe that this universe was created for all of us. It is so beautiful and was created by somebody. I think we actually believe in a lot of the same things.
Because it's funny too, because like earlier she's like, I think it's so arrogant to say that like nothing created the universe. And so it's just very haughty to say something like that. And they're all just like over there like, nobody did fucking say that. What are you talking about? Like they're new agers, not atheists, dude. Like, what are you talking about? They just think something different created the universe. But it's like, I almost wonder if she's like clarifying that now because they had brought that up.
So it does feel like we're speaking about God in the universe and just calling him it different things.
You know,
I also love how like the new agers are like trying so hard to like find common ground with the Christians, and they're just not having it. They're like, yeah, well, fuck you. Okay, with your common ground. Take your common ground and shove it up your stupid ass.
The other thing that this type of discussion obscures is the gish galloping that takes place, you know, in a lot of these kinds of discussions, right? So,
my God, is it just that you know the names of things? Because like nothing you're saying relates to anything that's happening on the screen, dude. Where the fuck was there a gish gallop? She's trying to agree. What are you talking about? Gish gallop is where you like throw out so many arguments that your opponent can't possibly get to all of them. How the fuck was that what she did? Jesus Christ, this guy, it's like, how stupid is this dude's audience? So there's like, yeah, gish gallop, that must have been what she was doing. I actually don't know what a gish gallop is, but it sounds like something a smart person would say.
So gish galloping refers to just dropping all these kinds of claims, one right after another, you know, just assertion after assertion after assertion.
What the fuck? When did she do that?
To the point where once this lady is done speaking, it seems like she's provided some kind of substantive response to the Christian, when in reality, she's made egregious errors in logic here. What? But she likely won't get called out on all of it because she gish galloped through multiple claims and people won't at the end of it.
How? What did y'all hear a gish gallop? I'm serious. Like, what did I miss the like half the gallop or something? Because what gish gallop? What is he talking about?
Remember everything that she said.
And the next prompt is
this everything she was saying. She was trying to find common ground.
Jesus is the only way to salvation.
Amen.
Fuck you.
All the Christians say yes. Most of the New Agers say no.
One of them's like, I guess he could be the only, he could be one of the only. Oh no, that's not how it works. Okay. Well.
Oh no, wait. There is
trying to give him something there.
There's one Christian lady at the very end who does not say yes. Interesting. Oh. Interesting.
So, how did she get in there? You want to switch chairs? You want to sit on that side over there? The hell do you think you're doing, lady?
It's like one of these. It's like I just is this weird that I find that kind of blasphemous? Like,
yes.
Yes, that is actually, it's very strange that you feel like that.
Like, who are we to even say what salvation is? Who are we to even say how anyone gets there? We cannot speak for God. All we can do is try to have a relationship and understand what our assignment is. But I could never put that judgment, yes, no.
Most reasonable person I've heard so far. Gonna be totally honest. That lady was like, well, that feels blasphemous. Because it's fucking bigoted, really. When you say something like that, where it's like, no, Jesus is the only way. Look, I know you worship your stupid cow and elephant gods, but you're going to hell and those are demons. Okay, look, hey, look, Jesus is the only way. Okay, no, I'm not racist. I'm just saying your religion is just worshiping demons. Okay, just get over it.
So confused, you know.
That's what's confused.
We cannot speak for God, but can God speak for himself though?
Yeah, that would be wonderful if he would. But Unfortunately for you, he hasn't.
On 14:6, Jesus said to him, I am the way and the truth and the life.
Yep. They don't believe the Bible though, man.
No one comes to the Father except through me.
You want me to read the part about the talking donkey and then be like, yeah, this book says both those things. You want to keep believing this book?
No one comes to the Father except through me.
It also says it's moral to beat your slave. Okay. I don't think,
Is that not clear what Jesus is referring to?
Not really. I mean, no one comes to the Father except through, not really. No, it's kind of just nonsense, really.
Does this make Jesus blasphemous? I don't understand. I mean, these New Age ladies say that they affirm Christianity. I assume that means that they affirm Jesus.
No, it means that I think it means that they are affirming that Christians are just as valid as anybody else, as long as they're not, mistreating other people and everything. But just as a Christian, like if you want to be a Christian, then you're just as valid as anybody else that believes what they want to believe. They seem like they're just recognizing that, but of course, he's got to twist it around.
That the things that Jesus said. So what does this lady make of Jesus' own words in John 14:6? Or how
they're not true. Done.
How about this? John 3:16, right? Look at this. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. But here's where it gets interesting. Verse 17. For God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him.
Because he already did the condemning. That part was finished. Okay. That happened when they made the rock tablets and all that type of stuff. He got all condemned because he couldn't follow the moral law. It didn't make any sense at all, and included respecting days, making sure that you don't use God's name a particular way, and having to honor your family or your parents. But so yeah, and then the God had to sacrifice himself to fix it. All not insane stuff here.
Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe is condemned already. Because
how big the fucking this is weird, man. How long did you work on this? This is strange. It's like a highlighter, but like a mega highlighter thing. It was like, but whoever does not believe is condemned already. Yeah, because God condemned everybody already. Isn't Jesus God? Isn't Jesus the Son actually the Father? So he's both the condemner and the redeemer.
Because he has not believed in the name of the only Son of God.
Well, yeah, he didn't have multiple kids. So I mean that just has to do with him not having brothers and sisters and stuff. There's not like sister, cousin gods or anything like that.
These are heavy words. We didn't come up with this. Christians did not write this. This came directly from Jesus' mouth.
Allegedly.
Is there some explanation given by these New Agers to make Jesus say what he's not saying here? I don't understand this line of thought. And anybody engaging folks like this who claim Christianity, what we should do is invite them to provide their own exegesis of passages like this. What do they do with John 3:17 to 18 specifically,
I feel as if once I left Christianity and left Christianity, my relationship with God became stronger, and I realized that heaven is not something outside of yourself, not anything in the sky. Heaven on earth is an inside job, and hell, and it's not nothing but
heaven on earth is an inside job. Interesting. I like the way she describes it. Hold on, I want to read this one. Vic said, I can't keep my eyes open much longer, so I'm gonna send hugs to everyone who wants more. I wouldn't mind one. Maybe like one of those awkward side hugs you give to people at work. You know what I mean? But and I'll catch you later. All right, take it easy, Vic. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, earth is hell is on earth, and hell can be within your lower self when you allow yourself to live in a space of a cognitive dissonance, a space where you're not being accepting of who you are 100% authentically, and that leads to internal salvation. Because when I lived a life,
yeah, they're gonna get mad at this because that's exactly what Christians do, dude. Like they hate authenticity. If you are like authentic, even the slightest bit, they're like, that's the evil part of you. That's the part I need forgiveness for.
Christianity, I was not able to be who I was in my authentic self because a lot of it was condemned or labeled as sin. So I was never really going to get to a place of salvation or a place of heaven because I was never really going to be accepted in the eyes of people who were Christians. But when I decided to leave that box and leave Christianity, I began to feel more closer to God, more closer to everything around me. Not it was not I just had to go to church on Sunday. I had to just have this word or anything like.
I wonder if she's LGBTQ IA plus, because I'm getting I'm getting the vibes, because like she's saying, if I am my authentic self, then y'all call it sin. You know, then Christians call it sin, right? So I wonder, you know,
like that. So my relationship,
it doesn't necessarily mean that is what it is. I'm just saying, like, that is just a really common way that happens.
Even with Jesus, even though I haven't said anything about Jesus because I don't particularly rock with Jesus like that, but I don't have anything against Jesus. It's the relationship that people have and how they represent Jesus.
I don't rock with Jesus like that.
They leave out the Christ, like someone said over here. But
in other words, you know, claim.
Yeah, Christians never do that. Never did. You literally just did all those claim by just reading a book, you know, that it's saying, look, it's the book says it's true though. Really? Is that a claim or is that evidence? Yeah, it's just a claim.
Right.
Yeah.
It's claims all the way down.
Yep. Just like yours.
When somebody asks folks like this what their favorite soup is, they probably say claim chowder. Right.
Good one. That was good. Yeah. That was hilarious. Really, really funny.
Right?
He's like, man, I nailed that one. That was brilliant. Holy shit. That was so good. And I didn't even react. Like I just told a joke, man. It was so good. Oh my God. Awesome.
All right. We've seen enough here, you know.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same thing. Just, you know, I'll leave a link for the full video. You should check it out. Definitely.
Why? Because the New Agers are coming off so much more likable than the Christians. You kind of just like seeing how y'all's beliefs are just narrow and shitty, while theirs are like, hey, we can all get along. We're the same, you and I, you know? We just call it manifestation, right? We can be cool. And the Christians are like, no, we cannot be cool. You're worshiping devils. That's right. Your manifestation is prayer. No, we do the prayer. We do it right. Jesus said there's only one way. It's our interpretation of whatever we think that way means. That's right.
I do like what I think this is called the Dr. Daff show. I've reacted to something
really?
previous.
This isn't Jubilee. Just okay. So now we got a bunch of Jubilee ripoffs now. Is that what's happening?
Yes, on this channel. I think they're just trying to do the thing that Jubilee does really well. And I really appreciate that. You know, we need more like this to get the conversation going and everything like that. So definitely check out the channel. What
the hell is going to happen for like the last it's like 27 minutes long and we're only at like 19 minutes. What the fuck?
Let's just focus.
No, we're not going to watch any more of the video.
Focus on a couple of tips on the way out the door here.
Oh my God. What?
First of all, the format of this discussion is unhelpful. And so if you find yourself in something similar, do not
bring a little paddle around that has a green thumb going up and a red thumb going down. Do not do that. People do not respond well to paddle explanations, you know, paddle opinions, actually. Paddle opinions. Let's go.
I repeat, do not simply start talking.
Paddle opinions.
Talking. Certainly do not start explaining what your view is and how the person that you're talking to is wrong. And here's 19 ways that you are and blah, blah, blah.
What?
Don't do that. And not because that's never inappropriate, you know, it's because you need to, in today's climate, establish certain things first in order to have a productive conversation. The quickest, fastest way to get at the root or the heart of the disagreement, which would, what is it again? The ground upon which your opponent's house stands, right, is to gently cross-examine the claims that the person you're talking to is making.
How would you do that? How? Like, what would you even look like? All you're going to do is go, wait, did you base your beliefs off the Bible? And they would go, no. Well, then you don't have any leg to stand on. You know why? Because all my beliefs are based on the Bible. That is the firm foundation. It's a firm foundation that is reasonable to believe because the Bible says so. So I'm right. And you're doing the exact same shit, man. You just have a much more structured version.
Because let's face it, you know, these are claims all day long.
So welcome to fucking religion, man. Your religion is nothing but claims all the way down.
So when you hear a claim, all you should get into the habit of doing is,
God, it's so weird that he's isolating on this. So claims. Now let's say a thing or two about some claims, okay? Now, when you hear claims, check it.
asking questions. Now, I know this is difficult, particularly online, okay? Nevertheless, do it.
Do it.
And
do it. Ask questions. Do it.
First question that you should ask is an incredibly important one. It's, what do you mean by that? Right? Basic.
That is a good question to ask, you know, in case you might want to know what they mean.
Sort of clarification question. What do you mean by that? What do you mean when you say that prayer is manifestation? You know,
I mean, they're the same thing. You're asking the magic for stuff, and one you're asking their Jesus magic. The other one is asking the universe magic. It's basically the same thing.
What do you mean when you use the word manifestation? Right? What do you mean when you say that the universe is God? What do you mean by the word God? You know?
So if we said, what do you mean that you think Jesus is the truth and the way? What do you mean when you say that? What do you mean when you use the word God? What do you mean? Like that? You think that would work with y'all? Like, this would not help at all.
No, like, what are we talking about here? Is your definition my definition? In other words, right? So that's a clarification question, and you need to start bringing that into the conversation if you're not already, right? Here's another question that's incredibly important. How did you
ask, clarify? So if you're not asking clarifying questions and you would like some clarity, you should clarify by asking clarifying questions.
you come to that conclusion? You know, so that's a clarification question, and you need to start bringing that into the conversation if you're not already, right? Here's another question that's incredibly important. How did you come to that conclusion? You know, so for example, you say that the devil is a projection of judgmental people upon people like you. Okay. How did you come to that conclusion? Did you get it?
Because I don't believe your religion. That's why. Like, that's how I came to that conclusion, because I realized that mythical, invisible, undetectable monsters aren't real.
From reading the Bible, like, you know, where in the Bible is it taught that the devil is a projection?
They don't base. Oh my God. It's like, you can't fucking understand. Where in the Bible does it say that your new age stuff is true? It doesn't say it in the Bible, you dipshit. They don't believe in the Bible. What the fuck?
You say that Jesus is not the only way to salvation? Okay. How did you come to that conclusion?
Where's that in the Bible? What the fuck?
Did you happen to get that from John 14:6? Or
no, because they don't believe the Bible.
Or John 3:17 to 18?
Oh my God. This is
you see what I mean? Ask the questions. And when you ask these questions, what you should be looking for in the responses is not so much the claims that they make, because again, let's face it, they got a lot of those.
And so do you.
You should be listening for evidence to support their claims.
Oh, wait, what evidence? Like, it's in the Bible? That's it. That's your evidence. But it's the Bible, though. That's the evidence. Nope, that actually is the claim. I know it's confusing, you know, but no, the Bible is the claim. Jesus, it's ridiculous. Kent said the God is also now rotting in hell. Oh shit, where'd it go? The hell? Where'd it go? Oh man, it just jumped me out. Now I'm like way off. That's so funny. Jordan Peterson got nothing on him. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just the screen jumped, and now I can't find the comment. Sorry. I was gonna. Oh, but yeah, I think you were trying to say that, if I remember correctly, basically, if Jesus isn't still rotting in hell right now, for the sins of the world or whatever, then he didn't sacrifice anything. Is that what you were getting at? I feel like that was kind of where you were going, or it seemed like it might have been.
You should be listening for warrants to justify the claim. You know what I mean? Wait a second, Nate. What do you mean by warrant?
The Bible. I just mean the Bible.
You did it to me, right? That's a great question to ask. A warrant in the Tolman model of argument is
not clarification of definitions. What do you mean by that? That's not warrant. Warrant is like why it should be believed. Like, do you have reasons to think this is actually true? Not the what, it's the why. Should they believe it's true? So, goddamn, like this is it's really bad. I almost feel like he caught himself. He's like, oh shit, actually, that's not what that means. Oh, that wouldn't be a warrant. That's just a clarification thing, right? Never mind. I'm sorry.
It's the explanation as to how the evidence supports the claim. So this is how I would.
What? If you ask, what do you mean by that? That is the evidence that supports like why you should believe the claim?
Teach it to students in the classroom. It's an explanation as to how exactly the evidence supports the claim. So in other words,
just by saying, what do you mean by that?
What I'm suggesting that you do is you force New Agers to pass or run through their conversations right through the X-ray machine of an argument. Because what you're going to discover immediately is that they have no good evidence to support their claims.
Yeah, but Christians do. They have all the evidence. They'll tell you. And it's all but the Bible, though. And wouldn't you rather it be my religion being true? Wouldn't you rather that? Evidence right there. Nailed it. And if you want to get nailed like a Messiah, right, go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley. Brently at checkout. Adam and Eve is America's #1 adult toy dispensary. Save yourself a trip to that sticky store and have it sent direct. The packaging is discreet, it comes quickly, and so can you. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. If you want to support the show, you could support us by supporting our spot. Actually, you could hit the like button. That's actually a really good way to do it. If you want to support the show, you could support us by hitting the like button, but you can also support us by supporting our sponsor, adamandeve.com, or you can do a bunch of other crap, right? Become a patron. Go to patreon.com/punkapostate. You can do a one-time payment on Cash App. Our cash tag is punkapostate. You can become a member by hitting that join button. For extra content, you get access to like live streams that end up going straight to members after they're done being live, in case you like going back and watching them, which I recommend because I think they're fun, and they always have something that you didn't hear, so become a member. It's a lot of fun. You can also email me if I get anything wrong, right? Just shoot me a line and let me know what you think. And what was it? Oh, you can also request stuff if you want through email. But you can also join the Discord, and then you can give me your suggestions of what you think I should be, talking about, reacting to, whatever, whatever you think, right? So yeah, join our Discord, and it's fun, right? I'm also on social media, like hardly ever, but I have the accounts, so you can follow me there. But hey, the main thing though is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. And we will see you next time. We are